keep you waiting. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you. I weighed in at drum roll. Okay. I weighed in at 221 2. See, I'm fucking it up. 222 pounds, 222.1 to be exact. And if you watch my last video, you know what that means. That means I got to get another Pandora charm. Capitalism has a grip on me. I'm seeing a therapist about it. I am seeking help. But I'm super excited because I got another charm and I want to share. I don't know if this is going to show. I have been dying for this. Can you see that? Oh no, it's like blurry. Are you going to focus? I have been dying for this Nightmare Before Christmas charm. And every time I lose another 10 pounds, I get myself something that I've wanted. And this time around, it's a charm. Last time it was a charm. Next time it'll probably be something different. But I have been dying for this charm and I finally got it. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on my bracelet where I have my others. Super excited about that. So let me tell you about how the last week has gone for me. I am lucky that I lost close to 2 pounds. As you may already know, or if you don't, I'm trying to speed up my weight loss to about 3 to 4 pounds. But I have been failing miserably at that. Last weigh in, I did not meet my 3 to 4 pound weight loss goal. Go ahead and check that video out. This almost 2 pounds is better. We're getting on the right track. I'm still eating out some. I'm not eating out as much, but it has been crazy hard to not indulge in the conveniences of just something quick to eat. But I've been doing a lot better. I have been cooking, I won't say a lot more. I've been doing a little bit more of cooking. And I would say I'm about half and half now. Like half the time I'll cook, half the time I'll eat out. So we're just going to slowly build that up over the next couple of weeks, transitioning to me completely or at least mostly eating at home. And the reason I need to make this video so short is because I got something coming. So my cousin slash best friend challenged me to a 90-day challenge. What? A 90-day challenge. Now, I had told myself when I started this channel, I'm not going to be into challenges and stuff. At least I wasn't going to come up with mine on my own because I don't want to like have to meet any expectations in that way. But this is something that was my cousin's idea and asked me to join along. And I was like, sure, why not? But the interesting part is we have a wager on the line. Okay. We decided to up the ante a bit and we got some stuff on the line that I will be sharing later. Whereas if out of the 90 days, we're gonna go the first 60, trying to be as consistent as possible. Of course, we want to be consistent the whole 90, but since the first 60 days is before Christmas, we decided, we would get each other gifts if one or the other does better, basically. Which, if you're not a competitive person,
But not me. Not me. This year I will be staying fat. I will not be trying to lose weight. I will not be taking any weight loss medication. It is big girl season. The winter is for the big girls. Come and cuddle up to us. We're warm. We're squishy. My whole body feels like a boob. I'm the perfect thing to keep you warm this winter. So come get you a big girl.
testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, everybody. Now, how many of y'all were mad at me earlier because I said I canceled this stream? And then you didn't know I was going to go live anyway. Yes, I'm hiding them because I'm going to the gym after I get off of here. In fact, let me set an alarm for myself. Let me be an adult and try to get out of here on time because y'all know how y'all be doing me. Y'all don't be letting me leave when I'm supposed to be leaving. Y'all, and I'm a little late, so I got to set it a little bit later. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hi, Andrew. Hi, Sunshine. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Sway. Nicole was fussing at me. Hey, Michelle. Nicole was fussing. Oh, me. Exactly. Nicole was fussing earlier. Y'all, okay, we're going to start out with a sidebar, and then we're going to get into some of these TikToks that I found literally right before I started the stream, and then I'll let y'all know we can get into my boring old life. Okay, no 5-hour chat tonight. No. Today was supposed to be my no day, but it was a little chaotic. So the sidebar is my stylist had an emergency and canceled all appointments for today. And I had just taken my hair out last night. I had some extensions in and I had just taken them out. So I'm on a house sit. I don't have any supplies with me here to do my hair. I don't have a blow dryer, a flat iron, um, shampoo, conditioner. Like I didn't have anything to do my hair. So I'm just sitting there stressing out last night. Like, what the hell? I done scheduled all these streams. What am I gonna do? Well, if you were here for that last stream, remember when I randomly a lady that used to do my hair randomly popped up on my TikTok and I'm like, what the hell is she doing here? Well, I ended up making an appointment with her and she was able to fit me in at the last minute. So I was able to go get my hair washed, which is what I needed. I really just needed my hair washed and blow dried and flat iron. And then I just threw my clip-ins back in. It's not gonna stay like this because I'm about to hit the gym. So it's gonna get messed up again, but at least it will be clean, okay? And then I can throw on a hat for the most part. I didn't bother to flat iron my extensions or anything. When it starts to get puffy, I can just do this number, and this will hold me over till maybe like Valentine's Day or something. All right. So, how's everybody doing tonight? How are you guys doing? Especially you, Sunshine. You've been missing my live streams. Starting to wonder if you still like me. She saved the day. She did. She had no idea. I actually scheduled my appointment for Sunday, forgetting that it's gonna snow here. Totally forgetting. And she texted me immediately, like, "Hey, you want to come today?" And I'm like, "Yes." So Nicole is not mad at me. Please take me today. And my scalp was itchy. Like I was getting flaky scalp because it was so dry. I hadn't washed it in a while. So I'm just like, I need my hair washed. And I really just that's really all I wanted. Like she could have just blow dried it and sent me on my way, but she pressed it all nice for me, and then I just threw some clip-ins in. So that's what I needed. Second sidebar, y'all. My hair is shedding so bad. Is anybody else having? I mean, I know we have this problem on Zepbound, but it's been really bad lately and I don't really know what to do about it because it wasn't something that I invested into trying to solve because I wasn't wearing my hair out anyway. I was wearing, braids for like the whole first year of me being on Zepbound. Now that I'm starting to wear my natural hair out, I'm noticing how like it's just getting thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. And like whenever I brush it, I'm getting like super duper shedding. I'm getting super duper shedding. So are y'all like taking anything for that? Are y'all supplementing for that? Is it just that I'm not like, is it a food thing? I don't really know. I was at the last stream. Oh yeah, you were doing your nails at like 9 o'clock at night for some reason. Okay, okay, okay. I hate that. Seriously, itchy scalp. Yeah, it was bad. And I don't have any shampoo and conditioner with me. And I don't just use like when I go to house sits, I don't just randomly use their shampoo and conditioner or hair products or anything. So I was like, either I have to go buy everything and spend the whole day doing my hair, or I'm gonna come on here in a bonnet. Now, Journey of Life is pro bonnet. Okay. Journey is pro bonnet. So I knew I had at least one bonnet supporter. But I was just like, nah, I don't want to really do the whole bonnet thing. Because again, my hair was like my scalp was itchy. So I'm like, no, I need to get it washed. So luckily she came through for me, which means I came through for you guys. Okay. So viewers' choice tonight. I had a topic that I wanted to talk about. Uh, but it seems kind of late to get into it. I wanted to talk about how much I've spent on Zepbound over the past 18 months and whether or not it has been worth it. I know a lot of you guys are either on compounds or you get your Manjaro Zepbound covered through insurance. And then some of us, of course, are paying out of pocket. Well, for those of us that are paying out of pocket, especially for brand, this can get up into the thousands as far as how much we're spending per year. And I think that in total, I've probably spent about $8,000 to $10,000 between compound and brand in the last 18 months. In the last 18 months, I done spent about, I mean, if I throw my gym memberships in there too, like my gym memberships, my trainer, if I throw all that in there, it's easily $10,000. So basically, is that not like paying for a body? Like, people pay to get their body done. Is that not like paying for your body? I mean, it's paying for your health. Like, I know that, but y'all know I'm vain, right? Like, of course, we're paying for better health and all of that. Like, that's great. But it's kind of like buying a body. What do you guys think? I don't know. But before we get into that, I want to get into some of these TikToks. Oh, and for the post that I made when I said some things have changed, we are going to talk about that tomorrow. All right. Y'all know I typically go live on Saturdays, but I had some time tonight, so I wanted to throw in an extra topic for tonight. But we are not going to be talking about what has changed for me. Teaser, I have a new addition to my weight loss journey that I'm pairing with Zepbound. Now, there is a members only stream where I talk about what exactly that is, but we're going to be talking about we're basically tomorrow's stream, the public stream, we're going to be talking about the symptom of losing your mood or losing your desire to do anything on Zepbound or GLP-1. We're going to be talking about that first, and then we're going to be talking about what I added to my arsenal in order to address that in the members only stream. Oh, it's me TV says I take collagen every day. Never had an issue with hair loss shedding, but I have micro locks. Wow. No bonnets for me. Super affordable. Are you talking about like paying for compound? Do you want to say how much you pay, or you don't want to share? You can let me know. Some of us isn't on anything, just love V. Yes, some of you just I heart V. I heart V. My hair is growing. It's called Mania. Mania? Mania? Yep, I've got the shed, and it happens for me during the winter too. I take a live hair, skin, nails, multivitamin. I do take a multivitamin, but I take like a multivitamin gummy. I don't know if that's strong enough for me, but I'm gonna need to do something because my hair is like, I'm not gonna have no hair on the right side of my head in about 6 months. Like it's getting so. Maybe I should just show you guys. It's no, I don't need. I need to see, so I gotta keep my glasses on. But like y'all seen me wear my hair out like a few weeks ago, and it's like look, it's getting so thin right here. It's like I'm balding. It's getting so thin. Oh my god. When she straightened my hair today, I was like what? Like like what is happening? Now, part of this could be from the heat. I will accept that. But man, I don't know. I think my hair is just like essentially falling out. Like it is crazy. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. Okay, so like the stream if okay, I thought it broke some. Like the stream if you haven't already. And we're gonna get into some TikToks. Now, these are not in any particular order. I just happened to open TikTok and I was gonna do some research. And this was one of the first ones that popped up. So, you know how when you're watching a video, whatever you're watching, the algorithm will then start showing you content associated with whatever videos you're stopping on. So, we're going to watch her video and then we're going to see where it takes us from here because I think I might have accidentally stumbled into the land of delusion. Dare I have an opinion on it? Now, if I'm ever coming off a little too harsh, you guys let me know. Like if I'm being too much on a high horse, if I'm being like too judgmental, you guys let me know, right? Like if y'all feel like I'm doing way too much, you guys just let me know. Y'all just let me know, okay? So let's get into her TikTok.
In the era of Ozempic, it seems like everyone is getting skinny and losing weight, but not me. Not me. This year, I will be staying fat. I will not be trying to lose weight. I will not be taking any weight loss medication. It is big girl season. The winter is for the big girls. Come and cuddle up to us. We're warm. We're squishy. My whole body feels like a boob. I'm the perfect thing to keep you warm this winter. So come get you a big girl. In the era of
Now, we've talked about body positivity before. And I think we've talked about it from a few different angles, right? But one angle that I don't think I've approached this topic from is the straight up I don't believe y'all angle. Like since the beginning of my channel, I was like anti, well, I'll say like fat acceptance or um restrictive type of body positivity where it only applies to bigger bodies or being proud of being in a bigger body, accepting being in a bigger body and all of that, right? So for me personally, I never subscribed to that. But there is another angle to look at this, and y'all let me know if I'm doing too much, where I just don't believe y'all. Okay. All right. Now most of us have been bigger before. We're still unbigging ourselves, we're unbigging our backs. So if y'all have ever felt this way, the way that she feels, y'all let me know. But I've never felt this way. Not at my highest weight, not at a mid weight, not when I was younger. I've never felt this way. She seems like the point of this is to give, she's exuding confidence and saying she loves her bigger body. And come get yourself a big girl. So she's sexualizing herself. Okay, it's her prerogative. But I don't believe that like this attitude or this energy is real. Not to say that you can't be big and confident. I just don't think it's as deep as they make it seem or as people make it seem. Like I'm so happy with being bigger. I'm so happy having so much weight on my abdomen that it's pulling on my back. I'm so happy having 150 extra pounds, 200 extra pounds more than I need on my body. I don't believe that that's true. Not to say that you're supposed to hate yourself or something, but being like over the top happy about that, I'm not so sure that that's true. So let's continue.
Personally, I'm staying fat in the new year. If you want to go on your diet, love that for you. Do what you want. I'm gonna be fat. I'm gonna stay fat, and I don't really care about your New Year's diet. I don't want to hear about it. I don't care. Sorry. I'm staying fat in the new year. You do you. Enjoy your life. I'm good. Personally, I'm staying fat in the new year. If you want to go on your diet, love that for you. Do what you want. I'm gonna be fat. I'm gonna stay fat, and I don't really care about your New Year's diet. I don't want to hear about it. I don't care. Sorry. I'm staying fat in the new year. You do you. Enjoy your life. I'm good. Personally,
This doesn't give I don't care though. Because I could easily say, okay, it's her prerogative to stay big if she wants to. Like she said fat. Okay, we can say fat. She wants to stay fat, she can stay fat. But like again, I don't believe you. Like, not that I don't believe that she's not gonna diet or anything, but I don't believe that you're this confident about like you're this comfortable with all of that extra weight. So much so that you're just like I have no interest in getting rid of any of this weight at all, ever. Like it's not even up for discussion. It's giving delusional. It's giving delusional. I'm sorry, guys, about the comments. They're a little delayed on my end. I'm not really sure why. I've been having a little trouble with StreamYard today. That's why I was about 5 minutes late. I was having problems with my camera too. But I'm gonna do the best that I can with actually keeping up with the comments. Not the land of delusion. That's wrong in so many ways. Okay, you're telling me about the multivitamin. Obviously, she cared enough to make the video about it. Exactly. I'm not ready to do anything about my weight right now. Why do people do this? Like, what is the point of content like this? I mean, people can do whatever they want, right? They can talk about whatever they want. But like, why do you need to explain to the world that you want to stay fat? As if somebody's supposed to care. Now, I don't think that that's the same as explaining to the world why you want to lose weight. You don't have to explain that either, but most of the time people share that because they want people to follow along with the journey. There's no journey to just deciding to stay fat. So why are you sharing that? Like what? There's no like path like to follow along. So what is the point of just saying, I don't care what the rest of the world does, I'm gonna stay fat? Okay, like good luck. There's a little bit of like, okay, like good luck with that. Like since you're so confident about it, but Let's continue. I don't know how many of these are going to come up because I didn't search them in advance. Let's see if we get more of this in my algorithm.
I know a lot.
Keep it a stack. Bitches move on because they know I got beans. They be chatting, I don't give a damn, and I'm still getting money. I know who I am. Tryna be like, he gon' hit on my gram. If he's not, he gon' have a fan. Think you bigger, they got your head gas. Bitches slow, so I give him.
What I eat in a day as a fat girl who is staying fat in 2026.
I'm still getting money. I know who I am. Tryna be like, he gon' hit on my gram. If he's not, he gon' act like a fan. Think you bigger, they got your head gas. Bitches slow, so I give him a pass. Like.
Why do we need again? Okay, like hold on. I need to go to the other chat to see if you got like because I'm not seeing the chat live. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Okay, all right, cool. Okay. Again, what I eat in a day is a person that's staying fat. Who are you trying to prove a point to? Who is this for? Actually, let's read the comments and see. I'm looking for some support. No, they're just commenting on the food. They're not saying like, oh, like I don't know. I'm not really seeing like any support or pushback. They're just commenting on the food. I don't understand who this is for. Okay, wait, we got a person
Like
saying I
fat people like-
see why people stay fat. Hold on now. Hold on. Let's see. Put us on. Let us know.
Oh, I understand why like fat people like stay fat or people like just give up on like losing weight. Because let me tell you something. Even though I'm not, fat or whatever, I still have a stomach and I have like a little pudge down there I'm trying to get off. Yo, this little motherfucker won't budge. I cannot imagine having too much fat on me because the shit is hard to get off. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to be locked in for so long for you to get your achieved body. But no, like it's like, well, fuck. Like I understand. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit kind of pissed me off. It made me want to give up on the little motherfucker, but I'm gonna keep rocking with it.
I somehow see what's beautiful.
It says girls stay fat and happy.
And things that are ephemeral. I'm my only friend.
To place me into a fat family. I needed that. Why? Tell me why they all have abandoned me. I'm the only fatty left. My brother grew up thin, tall, hot. Now that's not right. My dad doesn't eat vegetables.
Okay, so for those that can't see it, it says I desperately need my family to gain weight.
So he lost weight on accident. He probably has something terrible going on in his body, but he's thin. My mother, obsessed with health, thin. When I go home, every single time my mom has a pile of clothes because they're too big for her because she used to be fat. And she goes, here, these are for you. They're huge on me. I am drowning in those things, girl. They would probably fit you perfectly. Ah! I don't deserve this. I'm a nice young woman. I miss my fat family. They would hate it if they knew that what I really want is for all of them to gain 100 pounds. I love my thin family, but I wish that they were my fat family a lot of the time. Don't tell them I said that. The universe took great care to place me into a fat family.
If you're trying to get fit,
If you've tried every diet.
I feel really sorry for my boyfriend because he's dating a fat Asian girl, but there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I want to do about it. I want to stay fat forever.
And I want to say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
I want to get in shape, but I just can't give up fat.
Try and be a good girl early so you can exercise before the kids have school. It starts raining. Now,
and why do everybody want to be skinny? Y'all don't like being juicy? I love when I see a woman, she's just juicy, like, And why do everybody
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Not juicy. That's the one word that stuck out to you, Sunshine. Okay. I mean, I think we get the point. Obviously, you know, some of this has to simply just be like some sort of clickbait or something like that, or like rage bait. But at the same time, like, okay, so if it's rage bait, then there's nothing to it, right? Like I said, I don't believe that people are this comfortable or this confident. I asked the question some time ago on a live stream, like, okay, so if people really feel this way, what are the benefits to being overweight? Give me some. What are the benefits to being obese? Because the people saying these things aren't like, they're not like slightly overweight, right? Like we're talking about, you know, some very overweight or obese people. So like what's the benefit other than just liking the way that you look? What is the benefit to being super duper confident about higher health risk? I don't know. Now, I do believe, though, to be fair, everyone gets to the point of like finding what works for them or getting the motivation to lose in their own time. That I do believe. But these are people that are saying they don't want to lose at all. Like they're not even slightly motivated. So maybe weight loss isn't in the cards for them because they're not interested. So there's no like, well, they'll find their own way with time. No. This is just it for them. Like this is just what they want to be. This is just how they want to live. And I don't get I don't understand the point in making light of that or like making content about it being, you know, fake confident. I just don't get it. Okay, so if you guys have any videos or TikToks that you would like me to react to while I am live, go ahead and send those over to me. All right, so let's get into the price that we pay for weight loss since most of us are on GLP-1s. How many of you feel, oh, why is my StreamYard not updating? Give me a second, guys. I don't think the stream is going to end, but I am going to refresh. So give me just a second. Okay. Hopefully that fixed the comments. All right. It's me says they're young, shake my head, wait until they hit them 40s and those hormones go crazy. They'll want to get that weight off then. Yeah, but then it's going to be 10 times harder. Maybe I need to do some content on this because remember, I talked about how fat, visceral fat, so like the fat that's around our organs, it functions as an organ. So it's releasing like inflammation and I don't know if hormones is the right terminology, but it's actively like engaging with the rest of our body. And if we have too much visceral fat, that starts to impact the rest of our organs negatively. So it's unfortunate. I mean, because I actually, you know what, to be honest with you, I didn't even consider their age. Like, it didn't even dawn on me, like, oh, they're young. I am on TikTok. Not that there's not some older people with content like that, like potentially a Lizzo or a Tess Holiday. But yeah, you're right. They are young. Like, I didn't even consider that they could just be making light of something that they don't understand. But they all do seem grown. I will say that. They all seem like they're adults, you know, making an adult decision. I guess I get a little sensitive about it as a person that was so heavy and so like under the pressure of all of that weight to get it off, to actually fight to get that weight off, even with a GLP-1. That's the shit that gets me. Even with a GLP-1, I still had to fight for 18 months to get 75 pounds off. So I don't take being overweight lightly. Like it kind of gets under my skin to see people that are overweight make it seem like such a walk in the park. It's not. Or make it seem like it's so normal and nonchalant. I could respect more people saying like, I have tried everything. I don't want to try a weight loss drug. I want something else to work for me. That I could respect. I would still encourage them to give it a shot, but I could have respected if a person just didn't trust the, weight loss GLP-1 strategy. I could understand that. But to just say like, and then they do this thing where they like sneak diss like GLP-1s. They're like, everybody's on a weight loss drug. Everybody's on Ozempic. I'm just gonna stay fat. Do we think that that's an affordability thing, or is that like are they also being vain in their own way? Hi, Sydney. HR has entered the building. I never acted like them, but remember being frustrated with trying to lose and saying, forget it. I'll just be fat and fabulous. I didn't reach that point, Kim. Girl, la, 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 la. I did not reach that point. I never felt fabulous. Like, there were times I definitely felt pretty, or there were times where I like really liked, an outfit that I was wearing, or I felt very put together, but I never felt comfortable or confident about being overweight. Like, let me just love my curves. No, I didn't see it as curves. I saw it as fat. Now I'm talking about myself. I didn't see it as curves. I saw it as fat. I saw it as rolls. I saw it as cellulite, stretch marks, bold, like bra bulge and back rolls and fupa, and I didn't see. So that's why. Okay, so maybe that's my bias. Maybe that's. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Sorry. Homeowners. Oh gosh. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. So maybe that's my bias. Maybe because I never had the thick and fabulous, or I love my body at any size. Maybe because I never had that phase, I don't understand it. Like, okay, so you know what, Kim? Do you want better? So now you can help me out. Okay, so now that you've had that phase, how do you get to the point of wanting to lose the weight? Or you never stopped wanting to lose the weight. You just felt you may as well just accept your body the way that it is. Like, okay, maybe I'm asking this question wrong. If you got to the point where you were willing to accept your body the way that it was, right? You said, I'll be fat and fabulous. Did I say fit and fabulous? Fat and fabulous. How did you shift from that acceptance to, oh, you know what? There is a path to weight loss. Let's actually lose this weight after all, because these are the same people that get mad at celebrities for losing weight. Like, if they looked up to an overweight celebrity, they get mad at these people for losing weight. Okay, I'm seeing that. I'm trying something else. Yeah, I'm seeing that my comments are still behind our StreamYard. I don't know what is happening with StreamYard today. Maybe it's just being a little buggy. So that's why I'm not putting y'all's comments on the screen as y'all are talking. But I can see it. I can see it on YouTube. But it's taking forever to come into StreamYard. So something is going on with it today. All right. So yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, because I never really stopped wanting to lose. Just didn't seem like I would ever be able to keep it off. Okay. And maybe it's because I'm a little younger too. Like, I've been overweight. I've been obese my whole life. I did feel normalized. I wouldn't say like I had a appreciation for having weight on me or anything like that. Like, I didn't learn to love being overweight, but I didn't really pay that close of attention because, one, I've been that way my whole life. And two, it just felt normal. Even though everybody else around me was smaller, it just felt normal being the one that was always the big girl. Like, you know what's funny? I mean, it's not funny. It's actually kind of sad. Oh, it's actually kind of sad. When I watch
I don't know if I want to share and be vulnerable with you guys. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys. So when I watch like movies and shows now, and there's a group of friends, whether you know they're in their teen years, college years, whatever, adult, and there's the one big girl. Like everybody else is thin, and there's the one big girl. I feel like now I'm like, I'm so glad to not be that girl anymore. Does anybody else get that feeling, or is it just me? Am I just that vain? Oh my gosh, guys, don't judge me. Don't, okay? Like, be kind. But I'm just saying, like, there are times I'm like watching a show or something, and I see that one big girl in the group, and I'm like, I am so glad to not be that girl. Yes. Oh, Andrew. So, sidebar, when I gave out wrenches to new people, I started giving, you know, people different job roles. And I said, Sydney is HR. So now when people that are moderators come into the chat, they always say that they're clocking in or clocking out with Sydney. That's the joke. Share because I'm trying to catch up on whatever we're talking about. So we're talking about, so I did oh, did you not see them? I shared some TikToks of people saying that they want to stay fat for 2026. And I was just trying to understand why people would feel that way, because there's nothing glorious about being overweight. Like it's a burden. It's a burden to be overweight. Like I never felt proud or like, I don't know. Like being overweight is a burden. I just don't know how else to put it. It's a burden. Being obese is a burden. It's a burden. There's nothing exciting about it. So to see people make light of it, like I'm just gonna say fat while everyone else takes Ozempic, and it's just like, yeah, but that's not a flex. Did you used to be that girl, Vanity? Is that why you? Yeah, I was the one fat girl, and it's not. I learned to live with it, right? Like I can't even say it bothered me because I didn't know anything else. Like how could something bother you when you don't know anything outside of that? You know what I mean? Like it just becomes normalized. So I was always the one big girl, like always. And I mean, there were times when I would say 90% of the time, from like elementary school to throughout high school. And I would say I haven't spent a lot of time with friends in my adult years. So my adult years are it's kind of hard to say. But yeah, like I was always the one big girl. So now when I'm like watching a TV or like now when I'm watching a show, things that didn't stick out before, they stick out now. Like I said, when there's that one big girl in the group, I'm just like relieved. I'm just like I feel bad because I'm like, oh my God, I know what that feels like. Like I used to be that girl. I used to be that girl. And I'm not completely skinty yet. So I'm not getting ahead of myself here, but I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Am I making sense, guys? Am I making sense? Okay. Are there some people who are still sharing that they are body positive? Oh, okay. So you missed it. So let me show you because this is giving ghetto. It is.
In the era of Ozempic, it seems like everyone is getting skinny and losing weight, but not me.
Listen, Sydney.
Not me. This
Not
year,
her.
I will be staying fat. I will not be trying to lose weight. I will not be taking any weight loss medication. It is big girl season. The winter is for the big girls. Come and cuddle up to us. We're warm. We're squishy. My whole body feels like a boob. I'm the perfect thing to keep you warm this winter.
I have to say this. I did not think that this needed to be a topic, but now I realize this needs to be a topic. And if I don't get like to the bottom of it today, we're gonna have to make it its own live stream. Okay, you see what I'm talking about, Sydney? Like, is that an AI body? Is that an owl body? I don't know. Is it AI? Did I get tricked? Let's see.
My lips like sugar, my lips like sugar. This candy got you sprung, this candy got you sprung.
Don't take anything
Is this
personally.
Al?
Love
Is
everyone
this an
around
Al
you.
account?
The days are long and the years are short.
Don't be shy, girl, come up and dance. Shake your body like a belly dancer. Hey, ladies, drop it down. Come on, give me devotion. Wait a minute.
Is this Al? Is this an Al channel? Al is AI. She says, you know what? I actually love having a belly. Lady, I don't believe you. See, okay. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. What was I just about to say before this? Okay. So this thing that I didn't realize needed to be a topic. Back to her first post that I played. I've noticed that I've noticed a theme, right? That some big women do, and I'm not really sure why they do it. And it kind of gives me the ick. They do this thing where they're justifying, which doesn't need justification, but they're justifying being overweight. They're talking about how much they love their body, but to really seal the deal, they talk about the people that would be attracted to them. And I was about to say men, but then I would be assuming that her in particular, she's talking about men. Now, I've heard women specify men, but let's just say people, right? Why do you have to add in the sexualization to prove that you're desirable? Why do you have to prove that you're desirable at all? Like, I've heard women say, oh, it don't matter because he gonna lift up these rolls, he gonna lift up this stomach, he gonna lift these legs up in the air. Oh, I still get men. Oh, they still love me. Oh, I'm still so sexy. And I'm just like, why is this about who you can get? Why? Why is that your justification? Like, so when she says, come get yourself a big girl, it's like, so your justification for being big is so people will be attracted to you? That's what gives you confidence? Like, don't get me wrong, we all want to be attractive, right? In the world, okay? Okay, we all want to be attractive in the world, okay? But like the stream, if you're just now coming in, okay? Like the stream, okay? My whole body feels like a boob. She's why is she sexualizing herself? Yeah. I guess she's saying it's soft. Wait. Hi, Teddy. What are we talking about? I just got here. Y'all talking to me fast, or are we talking too fast? So we're talking about people that are saying that they want to stay fat for 2026. Okay.
Don't take anything personally.
So let me go back to the top. Where was, oh, lost the video. Oops, my bad.
In the era of
Here it
Ozempic,
is.
it seems like everyone is getting skinny and losing weight, but not me. Not me. This year, I will be staying fat. I will not be trying to lose weight. I will not be taking any weight loss medication. It is big girl season. The winter is for the big girls. Come and cuddle up to us. We're warm. We're squishy. My whole body feels like a boob. I'm the perfect thing to keep you warm this winter. So come get you a big girl. In the era of,
I just don't like, that doesn't give you guys the ick. Like, I'm not saying she's gross or anything, but to just be on the internet like, look at my body, come get me, come get one of us, my whole body's so soft it feels like a boob, come cuddle up to me, my big body, come. Like, who acts like that? Like, who acts like that other than a person selling on OnlyFans? Why? Because if a thinner woman did this, she'd easily be clocked as like some sort of slut, right? I'm not saying this woman's a slut or whore, nothing. I'm just saying, guys, okay? If this was a more proportional woman, right? More proportional, she would be given slutty. She would be given like Instagram, TikTok thought, OnlyFans. If she's like, oh, come get it, I feel like a boob. Come lay up next to me and get you one of me. Like, so why does she get to do this? And it's just like body positivity. She's just being positive. She's just appreciating her bigger body. You're sexualizing your bigger body. No? Gives me the ick. Not to say that she shouldn't love her body, but it's like in order to really, really sell it and justify it, it's like the sex has to come in. I don't really understand why we're doing it. Nope. Lady, I don't believe you.
You're not fat, you're thick. No, I'm fat. And you like fat women.
Everything is about her
I don't like
stomach.
your.
You have no idea how lucky you are to look the way you look now and to be the way you are. And you are perfect just the way you are.
How many people think that this video, like her videos are filtered? Like, do y'all think there's, because I don't know about TikTok. Is there a way to tell? Do y'all think these are filtered? Just out of curiosity.
No one that has ever made me feel less than possessed a life that I wanted. Let that sink in. No one that's ever made
One of the first and
She gives like
no one that
I'm sorry. I'm fascinated. Like I'm just like I am. I'm not gonna lie.
in the
I'm
era
low
of Ozempic,
key.
it seems like everyone is getting skinny.
You're not fat, you're thick. No, I'm fat.
Friendly reminder that while my belly most of the time looks like this, she also looks like this and this. And yeah, she's bigger than my butt. So what? That's normal. This is all normal. Normal and healthy and beautiful.
Yeah, but it's not though. Yeah, but it's not though. Like it's your prerogative to say it's beautiful, but normal and healthy, it's not though, ma'am. Now she's doing this to herself. She's putting this out there for the world, trying to prove something to who the F knows. But it's like healthy, I can't give you that one. Normal, you might have me there because in the US, everybody getting big. Everybody big. 70% of us are big. Okay. But like the Lulu a little bit. The latest status, 12% of US population is taking GLP-1s and they expect it to start eventually grow to at least 65%. I can't even imagine if that actually happens. Sydney, are you a member? I should know this. Oh God. It doesn't tell me on streamer. Sydney, you're a member, right? You're gonna want to be there for tomorrow's members only stream because we're gonna talk about some stuff. I think her videos are AI. Her belly sure looks way too smooth. That's why I was asking, like, is it a filter? I think she's AI. I don't think this is AI. Tell me it's filtered. Okay. Okay, too smooth. Right. Okay. Yeah, like it's giving.
like your main type.
I want a big boy to pick me up and fuck me.
You see what I'm talking about? You see what? Lady, no. Time out. No, lady, no. Okay, no. Sorry, Sid. Did I scare you, Sydney? I think I scared the cat. Did y'all catch that? YouTube's gonna flag this video as soon as I'm done with it. Oh God.
Like your main type.
I want a big boy to pick me up and fuck me.
Like your main type.
I want a big boy to pick me up and fuck me.
Like your main type.
It's so funny to me that people always think that the only people that will ever be attracted to me have a fat fetish or are other fat people. And that could not be further from the truth. All of my past partners have been skinny. I have NFL players.
right now as you're shooting. As you shoot.
Okay, all right. I mean, I just I forgot where we were going with. I got so like invested. Like, well, I mean, I don't think it matters who. Oh gosh, oh god, I'm so stressed. Okay, I don't think it matters who's attracted to her. And this is not really supposed to be about her, but I fucked up and went to her TikTok, and now we're talking about her. But like, no. As a person that's I remember why we went back because Sydney and Teddy needed to get caught up. But as a person that has been overweight my whole life, nobody can convince me that being in a smaller body, even if we're not even talking about aesthetically, we can talk about aesthetically because we're vain over here. But even if we're not talking about aesthetically, just functionally, you cannot convince me that being in a smaller body is not better. You know what? I'm going to start tracking my vain moments throughout the week and then sharing them with y'all at the end of the week. Does that sound like boring or something that y'all could like get a kiki out of? Because I be having these little vain moments throughout the week. And I was like, it's so much nicer to be in a small body. Like, oh my God. I just feel like if the wrong person heard this, like I would be so judged. Okay. Like, but I had this moment where I was sitting in a gaming chair that I sat in like plenty of times at my highest weight. And when I sat down, I just kind of like casually like put my feet up on the chair and was just lounging in the chair, like my whole body fit into the chair, plus like my feet up on the chair. And I was just like, oh my God, I could not do this at a higher weight. Like when I was bigger, like my hips used to take up the whole chair. And then Tommy started spinning me around. Tommy started spinning me around in the chair. But it was just like it's just little shit. It's just little. You have to like be okay. Let me. Oh God, I'm getting so distracted. Oh, okay. You don't get it if you've never been big and then lost weight. Is that fair? Is that fair? Is that fair? Like, you don't get it. Like, I could understand why a thin person that's been thin their whole life doesn't understand what I'm talking about. They're just like, what? Okay. And I can understand a person that hasn't lost weight wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. Like, you're getting giddy about being able to sit with like your feet up in a chair. Okay, fine. Or being able to cross your legs. Like that's what you're excited about and lose weight. Okay, I get it. I understand, right? I'm just giving little examples. But the demographic of people that will get it, just the littlest things, are the people that have been big and couldn't do certain things and then lost a shit ton of weight. Okay? Why is it so hard for me to explain? I don't know why. Something about her just got under my skin. Like, I don't know why this is so hard to explain. Like, how do you put, like, in a politically correct way, say being in a smaller body is better? Not even saying being skinnier is better. Y'all know we're a little vain over here, so we believe in being skinny. But I'm just saying, like, let's be real about this. How do you, in a politically correct way, say there's nothing glorious about being in an overweight body? It's a burden on your life. Like, it is a like body fat excess, in excess, right? Not just in general, but in excess, in extreme excess is a burden on life. It is a burden. And you don't know the significance of the little things until you start to release that burden. Like you just don't, you don't get it. Nicole says that's fair. Sydney says that's fair. It's fair to say if you've never been big and then lost weight, you wouldn't understand. Sunshine says fair. Okay, so I'm not tripping. I just, okay, I'm not Delulu. I'll be Delulu sometimes, but I'm not Delulu about this. Like, I understand I understand those that would understand, right? Like I'm not delusional about the fact that some people just wouldn't get it. Like they just wouldn't find this important. But it's like it's little shit. Like when I tell y'all, I cannot wait to get back on a plane. Like I've been on a plane in the past year. I went twice actually. Well, several times. I went to Mexico back in March, and I was about 187, 190 back then. And then I don't think I even lost any weight by that summer. And I flew to, Europe, and I think I was about the same. It was maybe a little bit lower. I was like 185, 183, something like that. I was losing weight real slow. So it was about 15, 20 pounds ago. And I'm hoping I'll lose another like 10 to 15 before my next trip in March. I cannot wait to get in that plane seat. Plane seats for the past, so not the past year and a half, but the past year before losing weight, I was damn near sizing out of my seatbelt. Okay. I was damn near sizing out of my seatbelt on the plane. Like, I can't wait to I already had the experience where I could sit in a seat and my thighs aren't like hitting other people's seat, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just little shit. Like, I can't wait to be able to just walk around the airport and not be in pain. Last time when I came from Europe, that was the last time I was on a flight. My hips were so inflamed. Y'all, I have not complained about my hips in months. Like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Like, to me, as far as I know, I still have an issue. Like, I guess I would have to walk far enough for it to pop up. I have had a couple of strains here and there. Like, if I don't warm up properly, I will strain my hip flexor. But as far as like just aching hip pain, I haven't really been experiencing that. And maybe that's just a sign that I haven't been walking enough. Oh my God, Jen, Sweetie, and everybody else, shut up about the walking. But I'm just saying, okay, maybe it's just a sign of that. But it's just like, there's nothing to brag about. Like if you were born, like if you've been thin your whole life, I don't really get, like, there's really nothing to brag about. If you have been big your whole life and choose to stay big, there's really nothing to brag about. But like, if you were big and then lost weight, yeah. Amen. I was just having that conversation with my husband. He tries but can't understand. I told him that's why I go to YouTube. Yeah, no, there's people that just don't get it, especially men. Like, of course, we know there's men that are along this journey as well, and they're losing weight and they're on GLP-1s and stuff like that. So shout out to those men, because clearly they get it. But like, I've noticed, like, with men, whether they're overweight or at a normal weight, they don't really understand this whole process. Like, they just don't get it. They don't understand. They don't understand. Flying is a whole new experience now, man. Nicole, I can hear the relief like coming out of your lungs, like with that man. It's like, man. It's like, man, like, I'm trying not to get into tomorrow's topic because it's too early, but yeah. Like, yeah, I just can't get behind the whole I'm happy being big, sexualize my belly and sexualize my body and come get me and F me. And I'm just like, like, okay. I made it to my flight without being out of breath and drenched, dripping in sweat. Didn't even realize it until after the fact. Nicole, I have a soft spot for like former you. Okay, Nicole, just let me have my weird thing, okay? Just let me have my weird thing. Nicole was so cute. I mean, she's beautiful. Nicole is beautiful, but like, when Nicole first sent me her picture up, because we were sharing pictures at our highest weight, I'm laughing at myself because I know that, like, when people look at my bigger pictures and I'm like, oh, I felt so fat. And people are like, you weren't fat, like, which I was. But like, when people don't agree with how I felt, I was just like, like, and I hate my older pictures. But when Nicole sent me that picture, I was just like, oh, she's so cute. So I don't know. Your comment just every couple of months, I will bring this up and tell this story all over again. And I'm probably gonna tell it for the next 3 years, Nicole. Oh well. Oh well, damn it. Oh well, whatever. V, I think the changes to your body structure due to losing weight finally readjusted. So now your pain is gone because everything has settled into its new place. That's my theory. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, here's the thing with that. Maybe you're right. Because what my trainer told me, and I started seeing him in November, he told me that maybe the pain was from the redistribution of my weight. Like my body hadn't adjusted yet to the weight loss and probably also from losing a lot of muscle. Potentially because I started seeing a trainer and actually putting on muscle, maybe that helped with the pain too. Maybe that, I mean, and throughout this entire time, I've been gradually reducing sugar, not all at once. I tried going gluten-free. It didn't stick. So I would say I got at least 70% of the wheat out of my diet, which seems like a really good amount. I don't eat bread every day, but I do eat it a couple of times a week. So I think I might have managed to reduce my inflammation, but also strengthen the muscles, or improve my flexibility. Something has changed, but I also think it's about weight distribution as well, like body recomp and the way my weight distribution has worked out. My hips have felt a lot better. Now my back still hurts, but I think I might have lost the most amount of muscle in my back. Well, it's not just my back, it's my glutes too, right? So my back hurts all the time. Kind of have had this issue since I was a kid, but I think it's because I don't have strong glutes, nor do I have strong back muscles. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Sunshine, how many pairs of pants did I ruin with those rubbing thighs? Oh, inner thighs burning. Now, I ended up with, I guess I just wasn't paying attention over the years. I ended up with really dark inner thighs, and I don't like, it's starting to fade away. Now they still touch, but the darkness in my inner thighs is starting to fade away. I have been treating them off and on with glycolic acid, but I didn't think I had been treating them like long enough to actually notice like the lightening and fading. Interesting with the burning thighs. Chicago hot, humid summers. Now I'm cold all the time, but looking forward to the summers. Y'all, sunshine. Y'all. Okay. Y'all have been telling me about being colder, right? But I'm typically a cold person anyway, so I wasn't really noticing this, y'all. My body is freaking out. Ever since I got below 60 pounds, shit has been going down. It has been going down. Like, I don't know. Like, my body is freaking the F out. When I tell y'all, my extremities are frozen. Like, my hands and feet, my feet were so cold last night, I couldn't even sleep. Like, I had to literally get out of bed and put on socks because my feet were frozen. Today, hands frozen. Now it is cold here this time of year. It's cold, yes. But I'm talking about I can be inside in the heat. Like last night, I had to put on a bathrobe and socks to go to bed and turn up the heat. Obviously, I had to turn up the heat too. But it's like my hands and my feet. I'm wearing UGG boots right now, and my feet are cold inside of the UGG boots. My hands and feet are freezing. They're freezing. They are freezing. They're frozen. They're popsicles. And I still drink iced coffee. Yes, I do. Don't judge me. Oh, well, I'm not going to stop. This is actually my first Dunkin' Latte in like a week because we had the ice storm. So don't judge me. But yeah, like I'm cold. I'm cold all the time. I'm trying to think of like what else has changed for me. What else has changed for me? I don't know. Does anybody else feel shorter or taller? Like, does anybody else feel like their height not necessarily has changed? Like, not your height has changed, but like you either feel taller or feel shorter. I feel shorter next to Tommy. Like, I feel smaller next to him now, or I appear shorter. I don't think I'm any shorter, but remember I showed y'all the before and after pictures and my shoulders were like really, really big. I think because my shoulders have shrank, my arms, and just overall my circumference, I appear shorter, I think. Or maybe I'm just smaller. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm smaller, but like it also feels like tall people are taller. Or people that are taller than me seem taller. Like I don't know. Socks on right now. Oh God. It's like so cold. I'm 150 pounds. So most of the, okay, yeah. All right. If not above 55, it's cold. Okay. I'm freezing all the time. I bought a heated blanket, but it's a deep cold too. Yeah, it is. I have to sleep with socks on now because I hate. Oh, I have to sleep with socks on now, and I hate having socks on. Okay. Yeah. Body perception is off. I have a heating pad in my bed with me every night. It's designed to wrap around your back and neck. I use it for the first 15 minutes and it warms me right up. Okay, maybe I need to try that because I'm frozen. I'm frozen. Something else that has changed, and then we'll get into whether or not I have felt an hour later. We'll get into whether or not I have felt like the price that I've been like the financial price that I have paid. We'll talk about whether or not that has been worth it. My armpits. I'm starting to get concave. Is that the right terminology? I'm starting to get deep armpits. Now, I have heard of this about people that were already done with their weight loss journey. Like they have to like really dig inside their armpits. Like when they become thin, their armpits are like hollow and they really have to like dig in there with deodorant or whatever. Well, I'm starting to get now. I still have a lot of fat. Like I still got a lot of fat that I'm working with, but I'm starting to get like a hollowness to my armpits. Has anybody else had that? And I'm getting some loose and sagging skin under here as well. But I have a plan for that. We're gonna talk about that pretty soon. I have a plan for some skin tightening that I talked about at the beginning of my channel. A therapy that I've used before that has worked, but I haven't done it in like a year and a half. So we're gonna talk about that at a later time. When I shave my armpits. Oh, that was another one that people were talking about. Like they have to like kind of like it's kind of hard to shave the armpits because it's like a cave. You would like to feel the heating pad on your neck. Oh, you would like the feel of the heating pad on your back. Okay, all right. So I need to look into getting one of those. I actually didn't even think of that. Okay, so y'all are all having the underarm problem. Well, okay, so Nicole is at her goal. Kim, how far are you from your goal, or did you make your goal already? Because I'm still 25 pounds away. 25 pounds away, and I'm starting to like okay, so let me tell y'all this. I am 4 pounds away. By the way, the constipation has, I won't say it has resolved, but I did go. Like I've been going for the past week or so. So the scale is back down to 167. So there's that. We're going to talk about that again tomorrow. But I am 4 pounds away from the lowest I've been in my teenage or adult life. Okay. And so that would be 163. Yeah, 163. Like I said, my body is tripping balls. Like things are happening that hasn't happened to me in ever. Like, I don't know, my body's just freaking or flipping the F out or normalizing. And it just feels like it's flipping out to me. But I am so close to being the smallest I've ever been in my entire life. Like I can recall being 120 pounds technically, but I was in like elementary school. So to be like 130, 140 as an adult, I mean, I still have people that can't believe that I still want to lose weight. And I still have a stomach that I can grab. I thought y'all could see, but y'all can't. I still have plenty of back fat, and I still have plenty of it is astounding how much thigh fat I still have. Like, wow. Like it's really interesting how big my thighs still are. Anyway, right? Like whatever. And even my stomach, and I'm just like, Yeah. 15 pounds, I think. We'll see. Okay. Only 25 more pounds to go. Is that 15 pounds to like 170 something? I think was your goal. Let me know. Or was it 180 something or something like that? 10 pounds away. Okay. All right. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Sydney. And thank you, Nicole. Yes, 25 more pounds. Like I'm gonna wake up. I'm telling y'all, I have been eating at home. I eat out very little. Remember, we were having the whole meltdown about my dad buying me chicken wings and me eating out on the road. I honestly eat out probably once a week, twice if I'm feeling froggy, twice if I'm feeling nasty. But like, I eat at home. Remember, I told y'all weeks ago, I'm gonna just suck it up. Maybe it wasn't weeks. It was like a week or two ago. I was just like, I'm just gonna suck it up. My food don't have to be that interesting. I'm gonna make it as simple as possible. I don't care if I eat the same things over and over again. I need to make my life as simple as possible. Okay. Food is nourishment. It's not it's not a pastime. It's not a for fun activity. All right. So I just need enough food to make sure I'm getting the nutrients that I need and then go about my business. So because I've been doing that, I think that, I'm seeing some success. And I don't even have that much of an attitude about it. No, Andrew, I told him once a week. When I went home, after I told y'all all of that, I went home that day and he had chicken wings waiting for me. I said, "Did you know I was coming home today?" He's like, "No, I had a feeling." I was like, because I didn't tell him. Typically, I tell him like, "Dad, I'm coming home today, blah, blah, blah." So typically I tell him I'm coming home. And I got home and I went grocery shopping and everything to make sure I didn't eat out. And he's like, "I got you some chicken wings in there." And I was just like, "Chicken wings? Did you know I was coming home today?" He's like, "No, but I had a feeling." I was like, "They're gonna kill me on YouTube. We just talked about this." I didn't eat them though. I ended up not eating them. And he ended up getting me a fresh order the next day. So I was just like, okay, once a week with the wings, Dad. Just once. That's it. No more wings for the rest of the week. All right. So goal was 180, 185. I am now 185. I lowered my goal. I knew you would. I'm gonna cross my legs. I'm gonna take my Dunkin' Latte. Me and Kim was windmilling back and forth about this 185. And I'm like, now, Kim, all right, now, still overweight, Kim, but I'm gonna wait for you to get there. And then I'm gonna say, "How you feeling, Kim? Got another 10 to 15 in you, Kim?" And I'm stop. Congratulations on all of your success. But if you decide to lose the extra 15, let us know how you're feeling. Let us know how it goes. I still have 6 more pounds to go. I've been at a plateau, but it's my fault. These cold weather snacks are holding me back. Okay, so let's talk about the money that has been spent. Okay, because before I have a whole segue into snacks, right? Because I've been snacking too. Before I have a whole segue into snacks, let's get into whether or not this has been worth it for me, all right? Or whether or not this would be worth it for anyone in general. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel. Has the price that you've paid, now, if you pay $25 a month, I don't know what to say. Like, maybe, of course, like, I want to say, obviously, that was worth it, but whatever. If you're paying out of pocket, right, for compound or brand, you let me know whether or not you feel like the price you have paid has been worth it and whether or not it's worth continuing to pay this price in the future or for the rest of your life or whatever. Okay. So I started out on compound tirzepatide in July of 2024. And I believe I was paying like $299 per month. I think it was like maybe $200 for the compound and maybe another $79 to $100 for the membership, something like that, through Fridays. Had a good experience. And then I ended up switching not compounding pharmacies. I ended up switching telehealth companies to Mochi for 1 month. And there was a lot going on at this time. Like, we thought the FDA was about to crack down. So I ended up switching telehealth companies out from Mochi because Mochi was like taking too long or whatever to get me an appointment. So I ended up paying with Orderly Meds after going to Mochi. I think Mochi was still around $300 or something like that. So I ended up going to Orderly Meds, and I was paying $400 per vial, which was a lot. But it was like, I think all doses were 400 or something like that. And I was on like a 7.5 milligram, but I was paying $400 per vial. So I ended up getting a 6-month supply. For those that don't know or wasn't around at that time, I ended up getting a 6-month supply from Orderly. What the hell is 400? I don't know, bro. I don't know math. What's 400 times 6? Okay. Not 4,000. Jesus, 2,400. I ended up paying $2,400 out of pocket. For compound, which was stupid. I wasn't in maintenance. I didn't. What reason did I have to, agree to stay on the same dose for 6 months while I was still like into the beginning of my journey? I thought it was a good idea because I was just trying to make sure I had medication on hand in case there was a crackdown, but it turned out to be a gross mistake. Okay. So I would say maybe in total, I ended up spending about $3,500 on compound or something like that while I was on it. And about 2,500 of that was a complete and utter waste, right? Like it wasn't a complete waste. I didn't gain weight, but I also didn't lose weight. Like I ended up maintaining for about 4 to 5 months. I didn't lose any weight from like January or December to like April or something. When I switched to brand, it was a mess. Ended up switching to brand, and y'all know vials have been $500 a month for the longest time until recently, dropping now to $450. So I would say I've spent roughly how many months has it been since April? About 10, 9. Let's see. Oops. So it's about $7,000. It's about $7,000 that I've spent on GLP-1s. I think it's a little more than that. I think I might have miscalculated, but I think it's actually closer to like 7,500 or 8,000. But I've spent about, let's say, $8,000 on GLP-1s in the past 18 months. Okay. I've lost 75 pounds with a goal of 100 pounds, potentially 110, 115, but with a goal of 100 pounds. Now, has spending, $4,000 or $5,000 in a year, about 7,000, 8,000 total, has that been worth it? That's a lot of money. I could clear up a little bit of credit card debt. Yes, I have a lot of credit card debt. Okay, that could clear up a student loan. Okay, right now that I have. Okay, that could clear up a student loan. So it hasn't been worth it. Now, that doesn't include like gym memberships, training. I don't put my health insurance in there, but like let's say DEXA scans, or that doesn't include food. You know what I mean? So if I include all that other stuff, then yeah, that pushes me, everything that I've done for my weight loss, that pushes me closer to about $10,000 in the past 18 months that I've been spending toward meeting my goals. Nicole says totally worth it. That's a whole other topic. Mom and hubby starting to ask how much more I'm trying to lose. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, sorry, y'all comments came in late. So let me catch up real quick and then I'll get back to it. I went to Belk and put on a size 10 straight leg pant. Oh my God, I nearly cried. I wasn't even a size 10 when I was 10. Feels good, doesn't it? Dad's mine asked me if I wanted McDonald's today. I was like, no. It's hard for me to tell my dad no when like he wants to do stuff, but like it's hard. So I just be trying to like put him on a budget. Love you anyway, V. I'm just saying. I knew I was like, now you're gonna lose another 15, ain't you? Like a old grandma or something. Okay. All right. So totally worth it. Andrew says he knows it's worth it for me, and Sway says definitely worth it. Okay, I'm gonna have to say yes because think lipo starts at, if you want to go somewhere safe, I think lipo starts out at $10,000-$12,000. I'm not sure where bariatric surgery starts out with insurance coverage or without insurance coverage. And there was no way I was getting lipo at 240 pounds. Like, that's just stupid. But I'm just saying people do stuff like that. Let's see. Believe it or not, I talked about this at the beginning of my channel. I was paying about $500 a month for a completely different weight loss method. And it was where I would get fat dissolving injections under the skin, and I would pair that with radio frequency skin tightening. It did work. I should go dig up the before and after pictures to show y'all. And it did work, but it was very expensive. It was about $500 a month for unlimited sessions, and you have to space them out. So it wasn't really unlimited. It was like 2 sessions per week, so 8 sessions per month. And it wasn't really about losing weight on the scale. It was more about losing inches, and that you would lose, or I did lose. So whenever I really needed to get like snatched for a trip or something, of course I would do my fasting, my low carb, all of that, so the scale would drop. But I would also do the body contouring to just make sure everything was nice and shapely. I would do it to make sure everything was nice and shapely. Like, you know, my stomach would be on flat for the most part, or what I would consider flat at 200 pounds. Oh God. What I would consider flat at 200 pounds. And you know, everything, you know, my skin will look really, really smooth from the radio frequency skin tightening or whatever. So, but it was expensive. It was incredibly expensive. I would say that it's much more worth it to just get the weight off and keep it off. So that 10,000, roughly 8 to 10,000 that I have spent in the past, it's 18 months. It's a tough pill to swallow, but I would do it all over again. I would do it all over again. I have heard people say that they felt like they wasted their money on Compound. I will say, I've never heard a person say that they wasted their money on Zepbound brand. I have heard people say that they wasted their money on Compound. I have heard that, but I've never heard a person say that they wasted their money on brand. Now Ozempic, I can't speak for, but you know, Ozempic is our brother or sister and all of that. So, you know, we kick it with the Ozempic crowd, with the semaglutide crowd. Like y'all could sit with us a little bit. But y'all got that whole little the nausea thing going on, and the vomiting, and the like y'all got that whole little situation going on with the side effects of a Ozempic. But I would say, honestly, truthishly, I don't think Zepbound vials were available when I know for a fact, because I remember the Release the Vials campaign. No vials were available when I started on Compound. So it was either Compound or $1,200 pens, okay? $1,200-$1,300 pens. When the vials came out, I still had a ton of Compound on hand, so I didn't immediately switch over. But I will say this, and I've said it before, and I've said it ever since I switched the brand. If you are paying $400 for Compound, okay, now y'all can tell me if I'm being delulu, okay? Y'all can tell me if I'm pushing too much, if I'm doing too much. If you're paying $400 for, I said this at $500 branded vials, right? I said, if you're paying $400 for Compound, you may as well just find the extra $100 in your budget. Like, stop eating out as much or whatever. Like, whatever you need to do, cut out the subscriptions. That's what I had to do. Like, I had to sacrifice, like, you know, cosmetic stuff like lashes and nails, and I had to sacrifice some things in order to free up the money in my budget. I don't understand paying $400 for Compound, and I did it, and it was not worth it. But I don't understand paying $400 for Compound when vials at the time were $500. But people were like, no. Okay, fine. Well, now the vials are $450. All doses, I think, except maybe the 2.5. I don't know about the 5 and the 7.5, but the 10 and up are definitely $450, I believe. No, I think everything dropped by $50. So maybe the 12.5 and the 5 the 15 are 500 still? I don't know. I think all doses might be $450 though. Whatever. I don't understand for the 80th time. I don't understand paying $400 for compound. Now, if you're getting your compound for $199 and it's working for you, then you know what? I have nothing to say. $199 to $450 is a hell of a leap. So I wouldn't even say nothing about that. But if you're paying $399 for compound, I don't care how much success you have had. Go on and find that extra $50. Go on and find that extra $50 and get you up. Unless, you know what? Here's the caveat to that. If you actually utilize the dietitian or health coach, what do the telehealth companies provide? They provide some sort of like nutrition assistance, right? Some sort of guidance on eating. I think my comments are delayed again. Some sort of dietitian, nutritionist, health coach, or something like that. Now, if you're getting that too, then I would say, then I understand, right? I understand. Hi, Journey of Life. I'm sorry, my comments are behind, so I'm just chatting. I just went to YouTube to see y'all's comment. Okay, so let's see. I hate that this is so costly for so many. Thankfully, my insurance covers. I pay $30 a month copay so far. Very blessed, Kim. Good for you. Bottom line is spending the money to lose weight is still going to be far less expensive than being treated for any chronic disease such as heart disease, cancer, diabetes, complications. Okay. I mean, but is that true over a lifetime, Sydney? What do you think? Sunshine has to catch us tomorrow, and Sunshine still pays $249. All right, and it's still on a 2.5 milligram. Good night, Sunshine. Zepbound 7.5 and up are $450. Okay. Hi, Journey of Life. How are you? I didn't know you were live tonight. I would have been on. I originally said it was canceled, but then I found time to come hang out with you guys. But I'm gonna actually be getting off of here soon, because if I don't, then I'm gonna be up all night, and then I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow, and I'm gonna be tired. But we got 2 streams tomorrow. We have our public stream, and then we have a members only stream right after that. Okay, so I mean, so most of y'all are paying, like, I guess if you are on compound, you're paying like what, $250? I could dig it. $250, I could dig it. I can see why somebody would be on compound. But yeah, I definitely have spent thousands of dollars. I wish. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes the cost is exhausting though. Not gonna lie. So can I ask y'all a question? Because we haven't really talked about this. Is anybody considering anybody that pays out of pocket? Is anybody considering a cheaper option once you're in maintenance, or are we all kind of on the Zepbound lifer train? I've spent too much is my answer. I should sit and calculate, but I'm gonna say about $3,000 since last April. Okay, yeah, that sounds about right. I've spent about 7 or 8 in 18 months. But with all the other stuff I do to lose weight as well, then I just rounded up to about 10,000. But like, is anybody else considering a cheaper option? I haven't done enough. Not at all. I can't even say enough. I haven't done any research into any other options to see if there are any other viable options that would be good for me in maintenance, because I'm such a Zepbound groupie that, like, you know, I have this thing that, like, once I find something that I like, don't want to change it. Like once I find something that I like, I'm very stubborn about even seeing what other options are out there. But there's a but now. There's a caveat to this. Oh, there's a caveat now. So I will wrap up by saying this. Okay, we're gonna spend the last few minutes getting a bit of a teaser for tomorrow. And Sway is waiting on the pill. Okay. Sydney says, yes, I believe that is true over a lifetime. Some cancers are obesity related. Good point. Anyone I know with any type of cancer. The cost of treatment is astronomical. One dose of chemo can be $35,000. Okay. Pat says, I'm thinking of going on compound for maintenance. Okay. All right. Sorry, I can't put your comments on the screen because StreamYard is acting up today. All right. Well, I will say this. I have been very stubborn about this up until this point. I've been very, very very stern that I'm not interested in anything else but Zepbound. And I think I've gone from about 100% certainty on that stance to about 85% certainty. Part of the reason is because of the 10 milligram. The 10 milligram wore me out, or I'm still on it. So it has worn me out. Okay. 10 milligram. The 10 milligram is a wonderful dose. Things definitely change once you get to the 10, right? But this dose has worn me out. So much so that I have talked about titrating down, but my thought process has gone beyond titrating down. Like, I am about that much. I'm opening my eyes to the idea of moving beyond Zepbound for my maintenance. And then if it doesn't work, then I know what the deal is. But the problem with that is I don't necessarily believe that there are enough people that maintain, like, I'm starting to see more information coming out about how people are able to maintain their weight loss off of Zepbound, but I'm not seeing enough, right? The majority still stands that, you know, if you get off, you will regain the weight. So I still believe that, right? I think that's true for any weight loss method. And I'm not sure that there's an alternative therapy that will allow me to maintain the results that I achieved with Zepbound, right? I don't think there's a path for me where I just get off of Zepbound and don't replace it with another pharmaceutical, and then I just maintain 100 pounds of weight loss. Like, I don't see that. It's not funny, but I don't see that for myself. I either stay on Zepbound or look into some other options. So I'm not quite weighing my options yet. I'm just kind of like opening my ears and opening my eyes to see what's out there, because any other time I was just like, I don't care, it's Zepbound. I don't care, it's Zepbound. I don't care. La 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 la. I can't hear you. I don't care about no pill. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. I don't care about red. I don't care about this. La, 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 la. Like that's how I've been acting up until this point. But man, this 10, I cannot take this 10 forever. If I have not gotten used to it in 9 months, this is just my life. Like I cannot with this 10 milligram anymore. I can't. I still don't know what's going to happen when I titrate down to the 7.5. I don't know what's going to happen. I really, I don't want to get into it. We got to talk about that tomorrow. I don't want to get into it, but yeah, I'm opening my eyes to some other stuff. I'm not willing to test the waters. Why mess with a good thing? I'm staying with who I'm with, and the only way I'm switching is if I switch to brand. Okay. That was Nicole that said that, meaning an oral GLP-1 or some other oral med. Good night, Andrew. Oh, I don't know. I haven't done research. I don't know. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is I'm gonna go find out. Until then, I'm staying on Zepbound, but I need to find out if there are any other options, because I understand what Nicole is saying. Like, why mess with a good thing? That's how I felt up until this point. Like, the way this of course try titrating down first, right? Like, of course that, but like the way this 10 milligram has wore me out financially. It's I mean, if it was covered by insurance, it's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer if it's covered by insurance and I'm paying $25 a month. There's no even reason. There's not even a reason to discuss like anything else at that point. But although I felt like the money that I have spent has been worth it, and it is a steep price to have paid, once this weight is off, I'm not so sure that I'm gonna keep that same energy to maintain. Like I'm not sure paying $450 a month to maintain is I'm not so sure that I can commit to that without at least exploring like what else is out there, right? So if I do the research and I feel like I just don't have enough confidence that anything else is gonna help me sustain my results, then I'll just stay on Zepbound. It's fine. But if there's even the slightest chance that something else will help me maintain, I can't say that I wouldn't take it. I can't say that I wouldn't take. I can't say that I wouldn't try it out. I was on 10 milligrams Zepbound for 2 months. I didn't lose any weight and was tired all the time. I just went down to 7.5. The exhaustion is crazy. Pat, make sure you're here for tomorrow's stream because boy, I've done made some changes. Expecting to discuss maintenance with my doctor in April. May try doing shot every 10 to 14 days. See, I can't do that. Yeah, definitely talk about it with your doctor, Kim. But that every 10 to 14 days thing. I mean, 10, okay, but 14, I don't know. I don't know about no damn 10 milligram, which is the dose that I'm on every 2 weeks. Like I can barely stomach it every week. This dose is knocking me out for 3 days. Like the other day, we're gonna go over it when I go into my food diary notes tomorrow. The other day, I couldn't even get out of bed. I had to work from bed the day after I took my shot. I had to work from bed. I couldn't even get up. I could not even get up. I could not even get up. So y'all are using Brello. Okay. So yeah, like I just I mean, like I am a Zepbound groupie. I 100% stand behind Zepbound, but I'm not going to pretend that the cost isn't steep. Like as of right now, I'm projected to spend about $6,000 on Zepbound this year, $5,600, but round up to $6,000. That is steep as hell. That is steep. Okay, it's steep. Now it's definitely worth it to get the weight off because I don't believe in being overweight. I have no desire to be overweight, okay? But maintenance, I don't know enough about maintenance. Now, when I did a stream, I think it was a stream or two ago, Jen had left a comment, after the stream saying that it was too early to talk about maintenance. I disagree. And the reason that I disagree is because maybe it's just because I'm a bit of a worry wart and a bit of a perfectionist. I kind of want to know what I'm going to do. Like most of y'all that have made it to maintenance have said, I didn't have a plan. I just got there and I just been figuring it out ever since. I typically like to know like what I'm going to do before I do it. Right. So I typically like to have a plan. I don't think 25 pounds for me, right? For me, I don't think 25 pounds is too soon to talk about maintenance. I had asked y'all a question. Like when did you start thinking about your maintenance? 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, as soon as you got your goal, whatever. 25 pounds for me, this seems like the right time. Like I could wait until I'm about 10 pounds away, but no, I don't want to feel like I'm rushing to figure things out. Because it's bad enough that to me there's not enough information out there on maintenance in general, right? Like there's not enough information out there, I don't think, on the proper strategy other than to just keep doing what you were already doing. But I'm not feeling good about what I'm doing. I don't want to maintain on a 10 milligram. And I don't know if I'm going to keep losing on a 7.5. So hypothetically, there's a chance I go down to the 7.5 and I don't even lose any weight. Then what? I have the option of going back up to the 10 or just accepting my fate at whatever weight I stopped at. Goal for me is 140. Yes. My initial goal. Yes. Whether or not I go past that depends on my body composition when I get there. If I'm feeling pretty good, then I'll stay. If I feel like I have some more body fat to lose, then I'll lose. I have a DEXA scan coming up in 2 weeks, as a matter of fact. So we will be going over that. All right. So teaser for tomorrow before I get out of here. Okay. Some things have changed. Yeah. Some things have changed. We have to talk about me titrating down. We have to continue to talk about me losing the last 25 pounds. We have to talk about the new pharmaceutical that I have introduced in addition to Zepbound, not will be introducing, I have introduced alongside Zepbound, we have to talk about how Zepbound is not the only medication that reduces food noise. Okay. So I introduced a new medication for, how do I want to put this? I don't want to ruin it. Okay. I introduced a new medication, right? But when I talked to my doctor about it, I didn't realize it was going to impact my appetite as well. Okay. I didn't realize that. So I don't know if that's a plus or if that's like a negative, you know, because we already struggle with appetite being on the GLP-1. I don't know if having an additional medication that impacts my appetite will set me back. I'm not sure, but we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to be talking about anhedonia or anhedonia. I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but we're going to be talking about that. And I made a post sharing one of Dr. Spencer's videos about GLP-1s and depression. And basically, we're going to review it tomorrow, but basically he was saying that GLP-1s, the research doesn't necessarily say that they cause depression or that there's an increased risk for self-harm or anything. But what it does point to, the research does point to that, one, if you already are predisposed, so if you already have these issues, they can potentially worsen, or some people at higher doses, so the 10 or above, kind of just lose the excitement to do pretty much anything, right? You kind of just lose your motivation. And this has to do with how tirzepatide and semaglutide is impacting the reward center of your brain. You just become very uninterested in things in life. And I have been having this experience for months now. Technically, I've been having this experience for quite some time, but I just always attributed it to symptoms of depression or SAD, which are both things that I have had therapy for. But I will say, since being on this 10 milligram, and if you're here tomorrow, you're going to hear me repeat this, so just forgive me if it sounds redundant tomorrow. But since being on this 10 milligram, there has been this extra feeling that I could not explain, okay? There's been this extra feeling that I just couldn't explain of like, I don't feel like doing shit. Like, I don't want to do anything. I have been talking to my therapist about this for months, okay? I am like, I don't feel like it. I know I have to work. I know I have to get out of bed. I know I have to exercise. I know I have to cook. I know you want me to go on YouTube and be social. I know I got to be around family. I know I have to do this. I know I have to do that. I don't feel like it. Not at all. No desire. I don't want to do it. I do these things because I have to. I have been feeling like this for months, and it wasn't feeling like depression. Like, I know what depression feels like. It wasn't feeling like SAD. I know what that feels like. It was something else. It was just this like, this dullness, this blah, this meh, this eh. Am I explaining this right? Can y'all help me out? It's just this feeling of like, like, I'd rather not. You wanna? I'd rather not. You wanna? I'd rather not. Are you going to? I'd rather not. Like, I don't want to celebrate anything. Mind y'all, I'm going to be turning 30 in March. I am being treated to a birthday trip to Europe with my dad in about 8 weeks. And I've known about this since about November, December. And I have not been excited about it. Not one day. Like, I know me, right? So there's a me, there's a part of me that's like, you want this, like you've wanted this for so long. I haven't revealed the country I'm going to yet because I'm waiting, but it's like, you've wanted this for so long, but it's just been like, not, I don't care. Just like, can't quite get excited about it. So anyway, the point is, this is apparently called anhedonia, all right? It's a thing, and it happens to some people at higher doses on a GLP-1, particularly tirzepatide. I think this is what I've been experiencing, and we are going to have a whole stream about it tomorrow. Some of you have left comments on that post saying, I experienced this. Oh, I think I experienced this. I think this is happening to me. So this might be one of those symptoms of being on tirzepatide that I don't feel like people are talking about. Okay. All right. So let me get back to y'all's comments. I know I was going off on a tangent there, but it's a feeling that's very hard to explain, especially when I have felt like, well, I've had symptoms of depression before. This just must be related to that. Or I've had symptoms of SAD before. This just must be related to that. But it just doesn't quite, feels like something else. And I think this is that something else. Okay. All right. You're a planner, V. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, I am. I like planning. My doctor actually started talking about it in December and shared some options for me to consider. Would you like to share what some of those options are, Kim? If we don't have time tonight, then put a pin in that for the next stream. 10 pounds away from goal when I started planning. I am at goal now and still don't know. See, this is why I gotta get started early. I'm not titrating down until I'm at my goal weight. Yeah, I said the same thing, but this 10 milligram has whooped my arse. Okay, spilled the beans. Where's Jen? I'm gonna spill the beans tomorrow. No, not metformin. Stop guessing, Sydney. Vivance. Ooh, I think I got it that time. Vyvanse or the skinny shot? No. Why y'all calling for Jen all of a sudden? Jen is not here. Jen cannot save y'all. Jen cannot read my mind and spill. Jen probably can read my mind and spill the beans, but stop calling for Jen. Jen cannot help y'all. Jen cannot help y'all. I'm with you, Journey. I'm sticking with the 7.5 until I reach goal. Fortunately, it no longer makes me tired. The day after my shot is normal now. Man, I'm telling you, I am 9 months in April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. Yes, I am 9 months into being on. No. Take that back. I started the 10 milligram in July, August, September, October, November, December, January. I'm 6 months into being on the 10 milligram. For some reason, the more weight I lose, the more tired I get after each dose, right? Because it wasn't knocking me out this bad like a few months ago. But lately, like within this last 10 pounds, the 10 milligram has really been like knocking me out for like 2 or 3 days at a time. So I don't know. You're in Aries, you got this. Best sign of the zodiac. I just had deja vu. Wait, is that one word? I think so. I think deja vu is one word. How much, Sydney, how much more do you need to get to goal? And how long have you been on 7.5? Okay, 6 pounds to go. What? Can y'all stop? Yeah. I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of all of you. Okay. I did not tell y'all. I said we're gonna talk about it tomorrow, and y'all sitting here guessing in the chat. Like that's like the third guess. Something that increases dopamine. I don't know. Maybe it's coffee. Like maybe I'm just lying to y'all. It's not funny, Sway. Y'all don't listen. See, no. I don't like this because I said we're gonna talk about it tomorrow, and y'all metformin, something, Wellbutrin, Tylenol PM, Ozempic, like. Can somebody block Sway? Thanks. Like, just time her out for the rest of the year, 2026. Because she's trying me right now. She's trying me. She just mentioned stretching out dose, titrating down slowly, and going off after a year of maintenance or staying on the lowest dose. She said she has one patient taking 2.5 once a month. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I said I don't know about the 2-week thing, but that's because I'm on a higher dose. I'm not gonna lie. I would enjoy, but I don't know if it would be effective for me. I would enjoy a 5 milligram once a month if that would work. I have no idea if that would work. 5 milligram was one of the doses that I really liked. Nah, maybe once a month. I don't know about once a month. Maybe like 3 weeks, every 3 weeks or something like that. It's the 10 milligram. Like if I can barely tolerate the 10 milligram with some of it still in my system at 7 days, I would be done for if I tried to take it every 10 weeks. Like if I stretched my 10 out any further than 8 to 10 days, ugh. Or maybe I'm thinking about it backwards. Maybe because less of it will be in my system, I could tolerate it more. I have no idea. So I don't know. But how about I push my stream back 2 weeks since y'all think it's so funny? Okay. Since y'all think it's a game, how about I just don't tell y'all nothing and then push it back 2 weeks? Can't take y'all nowhere. Talking about a Venetian meetup, and this is how y'all act. This don't make no sense. Oh my God. Anyway, and it's crazy because like StreamYard has been messing up this whole time. And now that y'all playing in my face, oh, now the comments want to show up. Ow, I keep scratching myself. Okay, I'm sorry. But anyway, all right. So I'm gonna start wrapping up. Okay. I'm gonna start wrapping up. Tomorrow, what time is it? I'm about this life. Like I'm totally about to go to the gym. It's 11:30, and that means oh no, but it's gonna snow, so they might have closed early. Shit, I didn't account for that. Hold on, let me see. What do y'all think? I'm about this. It says 24 hours, but how much y'all want to bet they closed early because it's gonna snow? Let's see. Or they're gonna be closing early tomorrow. You know, can you stop? Uh-huh. Inclement. Okay. Okay. They told me to go online. Okay. I wonder if they're open. It's not supposed to start snowing until tomorrow. My trainer is gonna be so mad at me, y'all. I have been missing my sessions like crazy. Oh, of course it's closed. God damn it. They're not gonna open again. Oh, he's gonna be so mad at me. Oh, he's gonna be so mad at me. Okay, sorry for that. Sorry for that sidebar. Okay, I know I need to continue on some sort of dose long term because there are so many non-scale benefits to taking a GLP-1. The reduced inflammation is a big deal for me. Yeah. You know what? That's actually a good point. I guess I can stay a little bit longer because the gym is closed. I didn't account for the weather. Oh my God. Like my trainer is gonna y'all, I have been missing so many sessions. I know he is sick of me. He's sick. He got to be sick of me. Okay. He got to be sick of me. Okay. This is actually a good point. When I think about getting off, like potentially because of finances, considering something outside of Zepbound, there are other benefits than weight loss to a GLP-1. So I would have to account for missing out on some of those benefits. Now, I will say this. I'm not a fan of being on these high ass doses long term. I just gotta say, like, for me, like, listen, I am not opposed to titrating up. I am not opposed to titrating up, especially when you have a lot of weight to lose and you never know which dose is going to be the most effective for you. So if you got to keep titrating up till you get to the right dose, then do that. But maybe because I'm one of the people that didn't get used to my higher dose, which is the 10 milligram. Maybe if I stayed on it another year, I would get used to it. I'm not willing to find out as of right now. Maybe that will change. Because if I go down to the 7.5 and for some reason I start regaining weight, I promise you I will be back on the 10 in no time. But I'm just not a fan of being on these high ass doses forever. Like, why? Like, that This cannot be the answer, Eli Lilly. I need you to do the research and figure this shit out. Like, please. Like, I am fine with the 7.5 and below long term. But this, I'm not even going to speak on the 11.5 and 11.5. I'm not going to speak on the 12.5 and the 15 because I haven't had those doses. But like, I can only imagine. And I know there's plenty of people on those doses that probably need something even higher. Maybe Eli Lilly will release 7.5 and 20 milligram so that people can keep losing. But once the weight is off, my G, my dog, my guy, like once the weight is off, oh my God, like please, like there has to be an effective way to titrate down without regaining all of the goddamn weight or without all of the food noise coming back. Like I need them to do it. I need them to do it. I need them to figure it out. Oh, Jen is in the bushes being antisocial. I was so confident that I was not going to get no shit from Jen tonight. And she hasn't started with me yet. She hasn't started with me yet. That's why I never even consider coming off completely. I can't imagine going completely off. The Ben and Jerry's monkey is finally off my back. Don't want to go back. I will try to eventually go down to 2.5 once every 2 weeks. Jen was here listening to the shenanigans. My goal is to eventually titrate down to the 2.5 after reaching and maintaining goal. Hopefully no more than 2 shots a month. Okay, so some of y'all do want to titrate down. And Jen says, and I don't know what this crazy girl is talking. See, Jen makes me very insecure about my crazy ideas. I was only so confident in sharing it with y'all because she wasn't here. I thought she wasn't here. Listen, okay, I'm a groupie. Do y'all ever get the, I'm sorry, sidebar. Do y'all ever get these weird texts from random numbers? Okay, I have to remind myself that other people have had the numbers that I have before me. Cause like, hi, are you free? Who are you? I'm not gonna ask, I'm just gonna block it. But it's just like weird. Like, get off my phone. My God. Okay, so listen, guys. Maybe I'm just traumatized. I don't know, but like when I'm so tired that I have to work 10 hours from my bed, yeah, it gives you a bit of perspective. It starts making a girl think like, you know what? You know what? Now we're gonna get into Dr. Spencer tomorrow. I sometimes call him Dr. Spence, but I'm pretty sure it's Spencer. We're gonna get into him and anhedonia. I don't know which one it is. I'll hear the pronunciation tomorrow. We'll get into him and we'll get into some of that tomorrow. If you've been feeling bleh or meh and you're on a higher dose of tirzepatide, this could be why you're feeling that way. We're going to talk about in the members only stream the medication that I am introducing to help out with some of that meh, bleh, all of that. Talk about antisocial. Jen. Now Jennifer. I see now Jennifer. Jen, you saw that post I did with Dr. Spencer, and you said you be having that bleh feeling too, or I forgot exactly how you put it, but like it was a couple of y'all that have said that y'all been having that same experience, and it's just, I don't know. What time is the mystery reveal discussion tomorrow? Okay, so tomorrow we're doing our public stream at 7 p.m. and we are switching over to a members only stream at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. So I have 2 streams scheduled. They're already up. So I'm going to end the first stream and then I'm going to come back live for members only. The reason I'm doing it that way instead of just having it automatically switch over is because the last time I did that, the one and only time I did that, we lost access to the chat, right? Like I couldn't see y'all messages anymore. And on top of that, something else had happened. Like I think y'all lost all the previous chats or something crazy had happened with the chat. It's kind of like now where I can't see the messages in StreamYard, so I can't put them on the screen. So I'm looking at them through YouTube. It was a hot mess. So there's 2 streams scheduled. The first one will cover the anhedonia, And then the second one, we will cover my strategy to deal with that, because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm dealing with. I didn't share this yet, but I went to the doctor recently. I guess I can just say this now, and I'll repeat it for whoever wasn't here tomorrow. So it'll be a bit redundant tomorrow. Dullness of the senses is the way he explains it. Okay. I went to the doctor Tuesday, Wednesday. I went to the doctor this week because I ran out of refills for my 10 milligrams. So I went to the doctor. We're going to talk about that doctor's appointment now, y'all. I was a little vain. Now, Sydney, we were just talking about this. I'm pretty sure it was me and you, Sydney, that were talking about this. I went to the doctor and I got on a scale with my Ugg boots on. I did take my coat off. I did do that. I took my coat off, but I had on some jeggings and some Uggs. And my scale at home said 169. When I got to the doctor, it said 171. I think me and the doctor scale are friends now. I'm pretty sure we're cool. We're like totally cool. Because let me tell y'all something. I have had beef with that scale at the doctor's office since I was a child. We have had beef since I was J high. We've had beef. And now, I mean, even throughout my weight loss journey on a GLP-1, I've had beef with that scale at the doctor. And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had vitals done in quite some time. I haven't had vitals done since like last year, April, when I switched to brand. That was my last in office. And then I did a virtual when I needed to titrate up to the 10. And she was like, all right, now I want to see you back here before we titrate up again. But then my doctor ended up leaving the office. So now I have a new doctor. And I was like, oh, this is the point of me keeping my doctor in North Carolina. So I didn't have to go through this, but she was fine. She was cool, totally understanding. So I was able to get my refills and everything. But yeah, me and like the doctor scale, we're totally cool now. Like I was like, oh my gosh, that 2 pounds it's my Uggs. I know it's my Uggs. It's my Uggs. It's my clothes. Like, not worried about that. But I'm telling y'all, I'm like, this scale is at least 5 pounds off my whole life. Yep. And I'm taking my shoes off. It's nice. There was another thing that happened that I was interested in. Hold on, give me a second. Yes, Jen, Ugg boots are brave. Ugg boots are brave. So when I was doing my pre-check-in, I was doing my pre-check-in for my doctor's appointment. And it was like asking me about my conditions, and it had obesity on there. And there was another one. It was obesity, and there was something else. I can't remember. Damn, I forgot. But oh, you know what? I think I took a screenshot of it because I wanted to share. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Did I take a screenshot of it? Did I take a screenshot? Hold on. Give me a second. Where is it? It was something that I wanted to have removed from my chart because like that does not apply to me anymore. Where the heck is my? Oh, I remember. It was borderline diabetes. So I was looking at my chart, and when I'm checking in, it shows like the conditions that I've been treated for before, or the concerns that I have had. You know, like your medical history. But it gives you the option to request removal of certain conditions. And I requested to have borderline diabetes and obesity removed from my chart. It was so exciting. It was so exciting. I was like, oh no, you can take that off. You can take that off. That obesity, oh yeah, you can remove that. Borderline diabetes, okay, technically I have not had blood done. It's about, you know, it hasn't been a full year yet, but I haven't had blood done in quite some time. So technically I don't know my H1C, right? My hemoglobin A1C. Technically I don't know my A1C. Okay, whatever. But you can go ahead and take that off because I'm pretty sure it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine. You can go ahead. Now, the mild sleep apnea, I didn't take that one off because technically I don't know. I don't know if I still have it or not. So I didn't have that one taken off. But I'm about this close to being like condition free on my chart. Yeah. Sorry for my vein sidebar. Sydney says I had on Ugg boots, heavy jeans, and a bulky sweater at my doctor's office weigh-in. I no longer care. Nope, because we're skinty. Why would we care? Why would we care about that extra 5 pounds or 3 pounds or whatever? Hope to get there, Sydney. I still take my shoes off and coat. I did take my coat off, and I think my coat is lighter than my Ugg boots. That's the funny part. Got weighed in today with my heavy winter sole boots, and I was at 146, and I'm still really swollen. Aw, okay. Let me go back over here. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I requested to have the obesity and the borderline diabetes 86th from my chart. So by the time I go back to the doctor, and I think, when am I going back to the doctor? I think I'm going back in 6 weeks, 7 weeks for a checkup and for blood work. No more pre-diabetes and no more obesity. Can I get an amen? Does anyone else look at their chart? Does anyone else look at their chart? Or is it just me? Is that just a me thing? Is that just a me thing? Now, Kim, when you do your first weigh-in, fully clothed. Wait, are we still on the like, y'all only want to weigh in like butt naked thing? Y'all still on that? Jen is at goal and still only weighs in. Jen, weigh in with your new bathrobe. It's good luck. It's a good luck charm. You look at yours. What chart? My chart? Yeah, you're my chart. When I was checking in, see, y'all wasn't listening to me. Y'all was busy like playing around in the chat. But when I was doing my check-in for my chart, for my doctor's appointment, my chart said obesity and pre-diabetes, and it gave me an option to request to remove those from my chart. So I requested to have them removed. Craig says butt naked, baby. That's the most honest way in, Craig. I feel like your name is new. Have you been in the clouds this whole time? If so, thank you for falling out of the clouds. If you've been here before and I have shouted you out before and I just don't remember, I have GLP-1 brain. I'm sorry, Craig. I'm sorry. Okay. Bucket naked. You know what's funny? I've never heard any of the. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard any of the guys. I had to look at your picture to double check, but I've never heard any of the guys say that they weigh in naked. That's funny. That's extra funny. This pregnant looking belly needs to go. Seriously. Try not going to the bathroom for like 4 days. Yeah, I was looking real pregnant. Okay. Oh, longtime fan, just never been on a live. Well, shout out to you, Craig. Thank you for falling out of the cloud. And see, Craig, you don't got your notifications on, okay? Or YouTube is acting stupid. You know what? I'm not going to blame you. I'm going to blame YouTube, okay? So shout out to you. If you have never been on a live, you have missed a lot. I'm glad you caught us before we got out of here. My gym closed early due to some bad weather, so now I'm stuck here with you guys. No earrings, no hair clips, no nothing. Oh, do we need to talk about... Okay, sidebar. We're going to have an intervention. Sydney, I need a sidebar in the chat. Nope. Sydney, I need a sidebar in the chat. Nope. Sydney, I'm gonna need Sydney. I'm gonna need a sidebar. I'm gonna need a couple of sidebars because we need to talk about this. Okay. I mean, we don't need to, but since I can't make it to the gym, we're gonna talk about it. Keep y'all distracted from trying to ruin my tomorrow stream sway. Okay. All right. So let's talk, guys. Let's talk. Okay. Kim, Jenny, Craig. That was not on purpose. Jen and Craig. I cracked myself up. All right, but listen, guys, listen. Okay, we. Okay, like, are we gonna get past the butt naked weigh-ins or no? It's not. It's not. Like, is it that important? Because Kim said no earrings, no hair clips, like no rings. Kim taking the wedding ring off, the wedding band, like nothing. Jen gonna wipe makeup off, nothing. Nothing. Not a towel. Of course, not a towel. Like no glasses, nothing. It's all coming off. Are we gonna get past this, guys? Or no? Is this just like a thing? The thing? Is this the thing? Thank you, Sydney. Thank you. Thank you for the sidebar. I just want to know. Because there was a point where I just gave up on weighing in with no clothes on. Like I said, okay, so the thing is, like, I weigh first thing in the morning. So if I wake up with pajamas on, I'm not about to take them motherfuckers off to get on the scale. There is a way around that. I could just wait till after my shower to weigh in. I guess I'd be naked that way. But I really like to get on the scale like as soon as I wake up. Like, before I do anything else. When it's weigh-in day, I like to roll out of the bed onto the scale, literally, with no socks on, because I have the body composition scale. So I do need to have like naked feet or whatever. But I'm starting to think you guys need an intervention, okay? All right. I'll stop when I'm at goal. Oh my gosh. Okay. Morning empty stomach, birthday suit. No, I'm definitely not weighing in after I eat. Like, and that's the other thing. I like to weigh in before I start eating or drinking anything for the day, because I will tell you this: if I forget to weigh in and then I start eating, I'm not weighing in until the next day. It's not happening. It's not happening. Now, some of y'all will. Now, it's not now, Craig. It's not just the bucket nakedness. Over here, people be getting on me about like, oh, no weigh-ins unless you go to the bathroom. Like they be getting on my tail about that. Are you about that life too? Like, you got to have your whole morning movement situation going on before you even weigh in. Congratulations and shout out to Michelle for being a member for 6 months. It's not showing up on StreamYard yet, so I can't put it on the screen. But thank you, Michelle, for being a member for 6 months. Carrie Ann says, I still weigh in naked. That's the true weight, girl. Y'all make me sick. You could weigh in with the same outfit every time. No lashes. Oh my God. Y'all are taking it to the no lashes, no lip gloss. What else y'all need to take off? Like, y'all need an intervention. Y'all need an intervention. Yeah. Oh, I was checking to see if I still have my membership over here. Okay. I like to shower first. No bed lint or fibers. Now listen, let me tell you something. I'm not going to lie, Kim. I'm not going to lie, Kim. I have noticed, I don't know why this is, but I have noticed that for some reason, if I get on a scale and I weigh in and then I get in the shower. Now, this is when I used to weigh in naked, right? I would get on the scale, let's say 8 a.m. And then I get in the shower, right? And then I get out the shower and I get on the scale again. For some reason, I will be lighter. I have not figured it out. I don't even care about that no more, but that was happening to me for some time. So yeah, the shower thing, I got you. I feel you, but I feel like y'all need a little bit of a talking to. This is getting a bit ridiculous. Like, come on, guys. How are we going to truly appreciate being skinny if we can't be a little vulnerable in our pajamas? Like, if we can't tell that scale who's the boss by weighing in our pajamas and being like, yeah, and I'm still skinny. I'm just saying. Now, if I go to the bathroom before, that's a bonus. Okay, so that I agree with. It's a bonus, but I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting for the poops and then like, oh, now I'll get on the scale. No. I can't wait for that. No lashes, no bed lint fibers. Yeah, see, they need an intervention, Sydney. Craig, I was thinking the same thing. That is a bonus. They need Sydney. You cannot be the only one, okay? You cannot be the only one that is following me on this. Like, I'm not I'm telling y'all, it's so freeing when you can like conquer weighing it. Now, okay, let me now. I have not conquered weighing in shoes at home. At the doctor, I really had anxiety about not taking my Uggs off, but I just didn't want, like, I didn't want to take them off. Like, I didn't want to feel ridiculous because I had, it's been like, Uggs are not the easiest, to get out of and get back into. So I didn't want to feel ridiculous. That's why I kept them on. But I low key was like upset that I kept them on. I low key was. So I have not found the confidence to weigh in at home with shoes on. That's diabolical. That's just like, that's ex fat 101. You don't, that's I've been fat all my life 101. You don't weigh in with shoes on. That's just unbelievable. Shout out to Craig. Thank you so much. Longtime supporter. Thank you so much for becoming a member and being super vain with us. I'm glad you finally caught us on the live because we're a little crazy over here. But if you've been watching, then you know that, okay? I don't know if you've been catching some of the live playbacks because I haven't really been uploading videos lately, but we be tripping balls. So back to the point. All right. The shoes I get, but come on, guys. Underwear. Y'all don't even want to weigh in your underwear. Y'all don't even want to weigh in your underwear. Okay. Welcome, Craig. Welcome, Craig, to Just Vain. Welcome, Craig. Thank y'all so much for welcoming Craig to the Vain family. Okay. But he low-key been in the clouds. So we're not gonna be too hard on him. Okay. We're not gonna be too hard on him. Okay. All right. But intervention is not over, guys. I mean, we're not gonna spend too much time on this. I just want to say, guys, ladies and gents, the underwear, we can't even weigh in the underwear. Come on, Craig, come on. Give me an inch. Pause. Wow. That came out so wrong. But you know what I mean, right? Like, I'm not gonna take a mile. Y'all can give me the underwear. Oh, no, that's still coming out wrong. You know what? Forget it. Just never mind. Forget it. It's not even coming out right. I can't even say y'all can give me the underwear because that sounds wrong. It sounds bad. But I'm just saying, like, y'all can give the scale the underwear. It's what? An ounce, if that. Matter of fact, I'll prove it to y'all. I'll do a video with me stepping on a scale with my pajamas on. How about that? Give y'all a little boost of confidence, okay? All right. So my last weigh-in, do I want to get into it? My constipation. Sorry, y'all, my lips are peeling. I have like dead skin, like peeling as I'm talking. Dry skin, whatever, dry lips. But my constipation has somewhat resolved from what we were talking about last week. So the scale was up. If you missed the post, I posted that the scale was up 3.5 pounds. It's now back down to 167. Also, I'm changing my weigh-in day from Sundays to Fridays. Do y'all? Oh, Craig, you know what? Sorry, sidebar. I'm doing this all wrong. Okay. Y'all might have already started asking in the chat. So this is really hard to do when I can't keep up with the chat and StreamYard. Craig, we need your starting weight, current weight, and goal weight. And we need to know if you're on a and your height. And we need to know if you're on a GLP-1 if you'd like to share, okay? Not even underwear. Oh, God. Okay, so see, y'all not even gonna give me that. Okay, I gotta find out how much my undies weigh first. That is ridiculous journey of life. So, girl, I was concerned about the weight of my hair before I got it done last time. Kim, girl, Kimberly. I don't think I've ever pulled the Kimberly card with you. Is Kim short for Kimberly? Kimberly. Okay. Ma'am. I'm not gonna lie, I used to take my wig off. I did. Okay, I'm not gonna judge you. I used to take my wig off. I did used to take my wig off. Have any of y'all had a DEXA scan? I have had a DEXA scan, but the last one that I had was closer to the start of my journey about a year ago. I started 18 months ago, but my last DEXA scan was about a year ago. I have a DEXA scan coming up in 2 weeks, actually. So make sure you are here for our live stream so that you can hear about that in about 2 weeks. Typically, I'm live once a week if you don't already know. Kim, I wonder how much my hair weighs. No. We're not going to start this bad habit. Y'all already, it's bad enough. Y'all already need therapy for this whole situation here. But now we're talking about our hair, how much our hair weighs. If I had extensions, I would account for that weight too. See, Sydney is in recovery. Like Sydney is reformed because that's just diabolical. Like I having clip-ins now. I'm not taking these clip-ins out to get on no scale. Y'all have lost it. Y'all have completely lost your minds. Okay, so Craig's height is 6'2", starting weight 300, current weight 223. Congratulations on 80 pounds of weight loss. Wow, 10 milligram Zepbound vials. Do you want to tell us how the 10 milligram has been treating you? Because I am ditching the 10 milligram. It has been good to me, but it also hasn't been good without fault. Like it's been making me extremely tired. So I got to get rid of it. The hair does make a difference. No. Y'all, I'm not giving y'all that. No, Michelle. I'm not giving y'all that. I'm not giving y'all the hair. No. I'm not giving y'all that. Dexa about 2 weeks ago need to spend some time reviewing and doing a deep dive into the results. They didn't do that with you. The Dexa scan that I get, the place that I go, the guy is really, really nice. He actually sat me down and went through the results with me. Actually, let's see if I can find that video. That's a good idea. Let's see if I can find that video real quick for y'all. Because I think you'll be able to hear what he was saying. Hold on. Where is my Dexa scan? Let's see. Where's me Dexa? So we're gonna watch one of my videos. I hate you, Jen. The clip-ins will tell you how many ounces they are. No. I just okay. No. Sometimes I wonder about you. Like sometimes I wonder about y'all. Like sometimes I wonder. All right. So we're gonna react to this video of the day I got a Dexa scan. Y'all, do I still look like okay, that's a bad freeze frame. Okay, hold on. No. Let's find a decent. Oh God. Okay, do I still look like this? I feel like my face hasn't changed. Gosh. Okay. Whatever. All right, let's get into this video about the day I got my Dexa scan. Is it long? It's pretty long. Let me see how long it takes me to actually get into the scan. And let's see what I'm talking about. Y'all don't got nothing better to do. Y'all gonna listen to me talk. Y'all gonna listen to me talk from about however many months ago this was. I don't know. All right, let's do this, people.
210 pounds in almost 2 years. I think in my last weigh-in, I was at 2. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is week 27 on compound tirzepatide, and man, is this starting to get difficult. I'm approaching my 40-pound down milestone, and I'm so close that I can almost taste it. I haven't been below 210 pounds in almost 2 years. I think in my last weigh-in, I was at 209. I had been gaining weight for about 2 weeks, but I'm pretty confident that my weight is now going in the other direction. I'm a little nervous because every time I get around the 200 mark, my weight seems to slingshot in the other direction, and then I'm starting my journey all over again. Actually, today I'm going to be getting the DEXA body scan, which is a body composition scan. I did it when I first started my channel, which was about 25 pounds ago when I got the scan, but I haven't had an update on my actual muscle composition or fat composition since, so we're going to go get an update on that today, and I'm just hoping that I've lost a good amount of fat and not as much muscle. We'll be able to see all of that, and I'll be able to compare my scans for you side by side. It's a little disappointing though, because I did think that I would be further along by the time I got my second scan, and I could just wait until I lose a bit more weight. But it's been about 5 months since I got the first one done, and they recommended maybe every 6 months or so. So I decided I'm just going to go ahead and get it done now. So let's go inside and see what happens when I get my body composition scan done. Okay, so I'm a little early for my appointment and the door's closed, so we're just gonna do a little walk and talk. So when I did my last,
Okay, now I see the difference. My face was definitely bigger. Oh my God, I look like a. I actually miss having braids. I might go back to some braids, but yeah, I definitely see the difference in my face now.
body scan, I was at about, I think on the document it said 230 pounds, and for my last weigh-in I was at 209. So when they do my scan today, we'll be able to see what my weight is as of today. Now technically my weigh-in date isn't until 2 days from now officially, so you know, if they weigh me in today and 2 days from now I weigh less, guess which one I'm going to count. But 40 pounds down is very close. It's so close.
See, this was when I was still toxic about weigh-ins. Did y'all hear that? Like, I weighed in at home and then I weighed in at the scan and I said, if one is lower than the other, guess which one I'm gonna count. See, I was still toxic back then. I was super toxic like the rest of y'all. Like, but you know, I have been saved. I am a recovered big back. I am. Hold on. Oh, I had oh, look at my face. Oh my God. Do y'all ever get like low-key emotional looking at old pictures of yourself? I do. Oh my God. So this part is gonna be silent because I had to actually remove the music. It was copyrighted, so I had to remove the music from this part of the video.
If you recall, we're going to do now, we'll get down to a single layer plug, which there you are.
Hold on, let me. Okay.
We have a rare 70-degree day today.
Yes.
People layer. You're layering today. And then of course we'll get easy to get off metal. So if you've got like any easy to get off watches, jewelry, stuff like that, we'll go ahead and get that off. After that point, there you go. So keep it contained, that way we don't lose it. And then we'll get your glasses off when you feel safe. I know some people need them to get on the table. Alrighty, so today we just need to get your weight.
Okay.
Yes, we already got the height set up on, which just got to zero.
Hi. 206. All right, cool.
God, they made me remove all my music. That is so annoying. This is not bad. I don't know why I thought it was a lot longer.
You know, the trick whenever you're trying to, have some kind of weight change is losing fat, holding on to muscle. And so that's the thing that we're always kind of looking at. And as you can see on here, you had a 23.7 pound complete loss with 17.1 pounds of pure fat and about 6.8 pounds of lean tissue.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear over the music, but he said 17 point something pounds of fat, and I think it was 6 or 7 pounds of lean tissue, which I guess would be muscle.
So number one, you lost a lot more fat than lean, which is excellent. Now, generally for every 3 to 4 pounds of fat a person loses, we do usually see about a pound of lean overhead go. So at 17 pounds, I would have expected roughly anywhere from about 4 to 5 pounds of lean tissue. Okay. So I think just a tiny bit aggressive. I am absolutely happy with that. For the old one, just because it doesn't have that old, but you see on there,
yeah.
Now look how much of those reds were coming in. Look how much and around the hips and stuff. You see how those islands are starting to shrink down now.
Yeah.
Again, the thighs definitely going down, especially in that area. Some of the triceps, those islands are starting to break up a little.
Whew. Man, oh man. Okay, So again, in case you can't hear him over the music, he's just describing like the areas where you can see the fat shrinking. So that will be those yellows and red areas. And then the green is lean tissue or muscle that's coming through. So I think I was less than 20 pounds down, and you can already see the muscle coming through on my quads and on around my shins, and you can see my hips and my waistline shrinking, and um the muscle coming through on my arms. Oh my God. I actually forgot how detailed this scan is. So now I literally cannot wait. I might even move my appointment up, honestly. Like seriously, y'all. If I can, I might move my appointment up because now I'm really, really curious. So, and honestly, I didn't remember getting 2 scans. I'm glad I did this video because I didn't realize I did one at the start of my journey and then did one 5 to 6 months later. I didn't realize I had comparative results. So we're gonna get a third. So that's January of 2025. That means my last scan was a year ago. Wow. Okay, so I get emotional because I'm like, wow, how far I've come and how sad I looked. I just feel disgusted, honestly. Is that just me? No, okay, I have mixed feelings when I look back at older pictures. Sometimes I do get that feeling of disgust. Um, Other times I feel sad. Other times I'd be like, wow, like I was so pretty that particular day or whatever. I was just really, really big. Sometimes I feel like I look sick where other people would consider that healthy looking. Yeah, I get emotional because I didn't realize how I looked. It's shocking. How did I not see myself? The weight blindness is so real. Yeah, I don't know how I let myself get so big. Exactly. Jen is taller than me, and her starting weight was about 10 pounds or exactly 10 pounds more than I was. I was 242 or 252. So yeah, it's tough to look back at. Like, and this is part of the reason why I started the channel because I wanted to go back and look at, stuff like this. But man, oh God, I look so swole. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
bit. So you can see significant fat loss going in, and that's what this is, the body fat percentage map. On your adipose page, now again, your waist to hip ratio didn't shrink that much, and it can be frustrating. The reason being, though, is because you lost about the same in the waist as you did the hips, a little more in the waist than the hips. But this is one of those things that's, you've ever heard that term, there's lies, damn lies, and statistics. What happens is that your body has to sort it out. And so sometimes this number can get worse as it's getting better, simply because you may lose in one area faster than the other.
I'm not gonna lie. This was what he's explaining here about my waist to hip ratio. And he was basically saying that I was losing weight or I was losing fat around my hips and my waist at the same rate. So my proportions weren't necessarily changing, whereas typically for a woman you would want your waist to be smaller than your hips. This was incredibly frustrating because I felt like I was built like a rectangle. I felt like I was built like a rectangle. Now, yes, I cannot wait to go get this scan now. I might move my appointment sooner, guys. I might do it sooner. But like now you can definitely see that from my proportions that my hip to waist ratio, I guess that would mean it has increased. Like there's more of a difference now between the size of my hips versus the size of my waist. My waist is a lot smaller. But this was incredibly frustrating at this point because I felt like I was 17 pounds down and it felt like I hadn't lost any weight at all. Like it was frustrating. It was definitely frustrating.
In terms of your, of course, fat mass index, last time at 18.29, that had you in obesity level 2. You're now down to obesity level 1. So steadily working that down. That's exactly.
Once every 6 months, 5 to 6 months or 6 to 7 months or something like that. So 1 to 2 times per year. And he said I went down from obesity level 2 to obesity level 1. So that's good.
exactly what we want to see. A slightly different resting metabolic rate for you than we do. Ours is based solely off of your lean tissue. They usually do the whole body, and so there's a little bit of a difference sometimes there. But that's a very important number because, as you said before, again, when you start dipping below this at the end of the day, your body, that's when it goes into that process of holding on to fat and burning more and more lean tissue. And so the fact is, between dieting and then possibly exercising on top of it, you could have just been at a very low calorie count,
Right.
and it kind of is hampering your
Y'all see this shit? Do y'all see this shit on the screen?
efforts there, because even though you're losing weight, the problem is a lot of that weight's lean tissue. And every step forward, and like I said, you have a bad day, guess what? It's just that one day.
Yeah.
Just don't do like I do and say, okay, well, we'll just wait till
Bad
one
week.
day. And
Yeah. All right.
Gotcha. Well, best
Thank
of luck. Any
you.
questions, let me know. Hope you have a great week.
All right. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I had $1 for every time I was told I need to eat more. Mother. I am so I'm so tired of being told that I need to eat more. Now, for what it's worth, I will say that as of the new year, I am a lot more conscious of this. Not even that I wasn't aware of it before, but as far as doing something about it and having to pay attention every single day and log my food every single day, I have gotten better with that in the new year. But I have been working on this you need to eat more thing with my dietitian for months now. So this is not something that I didn't know, but I'm a little disappointed about the amount of lean tissue that I've lost. It's only a little more than what's typically expected, but still, like, it's not a good sign. I mean, it's a good sign that I could have done worse. Like it's a sign that I could have done worse and that I did well. But if you didn't notice about me, I'm a bit of a pessimist. Okay, I am a glass half empty kind of girl. I should be working on that. Maybe we'll work on that in 2026. Okay, but as of right now, I'm a little disappointed. I mean, as far as the comparison of the how much fat that I've lost in certain parts of my body that you can see reflected by the yellows and the greens, I was really looking forward to seeing a difference there, so that's a good thing. I did lose 23 pounds since my last scan, so that's a good thing. I'm almost at 40 pounds down overall. I wish I would have got my scan done.
Wait, what? I hate being fat. I hate obesity. I hate obesity. I hate it. I was 40 pounds down at this time. Which is crazy. Like, that's a lot of weight. That's almost like I was about at the 200-pound mark. That is a lot of weight. I look huge. Like, this is okay. So this is the perfect example of, like, when I say I didn't really notice the weight loss. Like, okay, I did notice it, but when I say how much weight did it take for y'all to appreciate your weight loss? And some of y'all say the first 20 pounds, the first 30 pounds, the first 50 pounds. It took the first 60 pounds for me. Like, it took an additional 20 after this, damn near 25. Like, I'm just getting, in the past like couple of months, I'm just getting to the point where I can really look at myself and see a huge difference. I was 40 pounds. That means I was 40. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Because I'm looking at this and I'm just like, wow, I look really big. But this is 40 pounds later, which means I was even bigger. Oh my God. Dude, I didn't weigh myself throughout my whole GLP-1 journey until a couple of weeks ago. Now, Craig, you've been hiding out on purpose because you knew I was going to get on that ass. What you mean you? So how do you know your highest weight? What do you mean you weren't weighing in? So if you wasn't weighing in, I know you didn't take no pictures. I know you didn't take no pictures. I had no clue I lost so much. I thought I only lost like 50 pounds max. Wow. And you lost close to 80. I'm telling y'all, this is why, like, when I got the first, when I made it to 199, I pretty much stopped giving weigh-in updates, like, because it just didn't feel significant. Like, I still felt fucking huge. Like, Man, absolutely not. LOL, no pictures. You better start now, Craig. Start now. Take the pictures. I was scared of the scale. Okay, I understand that. Okay. How did you do that? Yeah. Okay, I understand that. I do. I understand that. So me being afraid of the scale is how I got up to 240 pounds because I was scared. I knew I was gaining weight, but I was scared to see how much. Like, so when I finally stepped on that scale, it was like, it's time. It's time. It's time. Wow. I can't believe I was 40 pounds down. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Before I started losing weight, but I was a little embarrassed about being 242 pounds at the time. So unfortunately, I didn't get my first scan until 230 pounds. But either way, I guess I'm glad I got it done. I will be back in 6 months for another scan, and it's on. Like, not only is my birthday coming up, so birthday body in full effect, the spring is coming, the summer is coming, the coming is coming. I don't even know what that means. Pause. But anyway, my point is, like, by the time I get to this next scan, I need more. Like, I need to see more. I am a visual learner. Okay. I got a lot of good information today, but I'm like, that much. I'm a little bit disappointed. I wanted to see a bigger difference in my muscles. And to be honest, okay, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna be real honest. When it comes to effort, I think on average, like if I average out my weight loss across the past 27 weeks, I've been losing about 1 pound per week. And I felt like that weight loss was really slow. And I knew under eating had a lot to do with that, especially considering I'm on tirzepatide. It's been a battle trying to get, enough calories. But when it comes to working out, mm-mm, mm-mm. I think if I average out the amount of days that I've worked out in the past few months, 5 months, I've probably worked out on average about 1 day a week. If that, like there was some weeks I didn't go to the gym at all. So I've been operating at about 50% effort overall. Like I have not been trying my hardest, y'all. Like I haven't been trying my hardest as far as diet. I haven't been trying my hardest as far as exercise. And you know what? I did want to go at a slow and steady pace because I am so used to getting quick results and then stopping and then not appreciating those results and then gaining all the weight back. So on the bright side, it is good that I've lost weight really, really slowly. It's limited some of my loose skin as well, even though I still have some, still got some loose skin. But look at that. That's coming through or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get into what I've been doing as far as working out lately and what my new plans are because I gotta kick things up a notch. My birthday trip to Mexico is in about 8 weeks, and
Wow. You know what this means? Like I'm currently, I guess what I'm trying to say is when I did this video last year, that was around this time. Like it was in January sometime because I'm about 8 weeks out from my birthday now. So it's ironic that we're talking about this. But you know what's crazy? After this moment, I went on to not lose weight for like another 5 months. So technically, since this moment, because I was on that compound that I pre-ordered 6 months worth. After this, I only lost in the past year 30 pounds, 35 pounds, something like that. I could have lost a lot more. I could have lost a lot more.
I gotta be prepared for that. I gotta be prepared for that. Remember, my goal is part vanity, so I gotta be prepared for that. And we're just gonna have to do better. We're just gonna have to do better. I'm gonna. I don't even think I can schedule my next scan yet because it's so far out. But I'm originally I anticipated meeting my 100-pound weight loss goal by July, which would be the time that I would be taking my next scan. But I'm about 15 pounds behind on that goal. I think for the month of December, I didn't lose any weight. Like I met my 30-pound weight loss goal, and then I just stopped losing weight since then. No, I mean, I think I lost maybe 4 pounds in January, but I don't know. So, oh yeah, and I weighed in at 206, which is great compared to my last weigh-in from my last video, which was 209. I think I've said that about three times by now, but I weighed in at 206. That's not official because I will be weighing. My official weigh-in day is actually 2 days from now, so we'll see. Hopefully, I can be at like 205, 204. It might just be water, but who cares? So that's pretty much it as far as the scan goes. I actually need to go to the gym right now as we speak, and then come back and finish up this video for you guys. So yes, I'm a little bit of a complainer, but I did good, I guess. I wish I was closer to 50 pounds down by now, but your girl ain't been eating. So for all the skeptics, when I was doing those videos talking about You got to eat enough. You got to eat enough. For all those skeptics that might have come into the comments like, no, that's not how it goes. You cut your calories, you lose weight. Well, here's the proof. You cut your calories, your body says, I'm not going to lose the weight, or I'm not going to lose the fat, like, and it eats up your muscle. That's what happens. So make sure you eat enough.
Oh God,
Hello,
oh
everybody.
God, oh
Welcome back to
gosh,
my
oh
channel.
gosh, oh
It's
gosh, oh
week
gosh, oh
24
gosh, oh
on Count
gosh,
Your
oh gosh,
Appetite,
oh
and
gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. You know, how many of y'all are wondering why I don't make videos like that anymore? What did y'all, first of all, what did y'all think of that video? Second of all, do y'all like that kind of video? And third of all, how many of y'all are wondering, what the hell, B? Why don't you make videos like that no more? Or is it kind of like, yeah, we don't need that, just go live? Y'all let me know. And if you want to know what happened, I started going live. Once I started going live, like uploading videos pretty much just went out the window. But not just that though. It got worse when I got on the 10 milligram. Like I lost my desire to film at all. Like I have no motivation to film. So it's horrible. I just keep saying I'm gonna get back to it. And then whenever it's time, I'm just like, that sounds like work and I don't want to do it. But that was fun. That was a fun video. Shout out to Old Vanity. I don't think I've changed much at all. I feel like, how many of y'all feel like I still act exactly like that? That's why I was laughing, because I'm like, have I not grown in 18 months? I still act exactly the same. That makes no sense. Okay. Okay, so Kim asked, for those in maintenance, how do you replace that joy? I think I have this one. Yeah, I can put this one on the screen. How do you replace that joy? Are you excited when the scale stays the same? I'm asking because I'm excited to be close, but wonder if there is a void when losing is over. I don't know. I'm not in maintenance, so I could tell you. I don't know. There is a void. How to fill it? I still have no answer, and I technically been in maintenance since February 2025. Yeah, we had a vertical stream about that some time ago. Maybe we need to revisit that. Like, okay, so we've lost the weight, now what? And I haven't gotten to my now what yet, but I have had times where I felt like, wow, I thought I would be much happier with my weight loss. Like, because I went through like somewhat of a depression at my highest weight, I used to always think that if I could just get this weight off, I would be so much happier. I am happier, but losing weight didn't solve as many problems for me emotionally as I thought. Like there's still other work that I have to do. You feel like I've grown? Actually, I don't see it. But thank you, because you've been watching. So maybe it's just hard for me to see because it's me, but I'm laughing as I'm watching the video because I'm just like, I'm still that girl. Like I feel exactly just like that, just in a smaller body. Well, you know what? I think losing weight, going through a weight loss journey does constitute growth, right? On some level, because you have to make different decisions. But yeah, it's just funny because I'm just like, wow, I recognize myself. I don't recognize being that big, but I recognize like my personality. So it's kind of funny. But about there being a void, I'm a little nervous about getting to maintenance. Like I'm ready to get there to an extent because weight loss is exhausting. Worrying about what the scale is going to say next is exhausting. Or even when I'm not worried about the scale, just being concerned with all of the extra fat that's still on my body is exhausting. But despite all of that, it's like, I mean, constantly having a goal does keep me occupied to some extent. What happens when weight loss is no longer the goal? I've never had a time in my life where weight loss wasn't the goal. Like, even if I wasn't actively achieving it, I still wanted it. There was never a time in my life where I didn't want to lose weight. Like there were times where I just accepted being bigger, but I would always, year after year, get back to some type of effort to lose weight. You think so? Your personality is different, more confident now. Really? You know, I hope, I was about to say, I hope I come around to being able to recognize that. Cause it's either you or Reindeer have asked me this before. Do I think my personality is different, or do I think people treat me differently because I'm more confident now? And I always say I don't know. Do I recognize being more confident? Yes. But it's not intentional, which I don't think it matters. Like it's sometimes I surprise myself when I feel like I'm being more confident. I surprise myself. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of things about weight loss has just like passed me by. Like I'm not gonna lie. There's a part of me that checked out because I made it to 200 pounds, which was my first goal. My first goal was 200 pounds. Once I got that first 40 off, I felt like I knew I still had weight to lose because my overall goal was 100 pounds. But there was a part of me that did check out about like paying attention to how much weight I was losing. And then I did stop losing weight for several months. And then I realized I can't go on like this. So I switched to brand, lost a little more weight on brand, 7.5, then switched to 10. Now we're here. And we're getting closer and closer to that 100-pound mark. But yeah, sometimes like the stuff you can't like the non-tangible stuff like confidence or I don't know, just how you feel about yourself, or how you present yourself. Some of those things kind of just like are easily forgotten until someone brings it to your attention. Oh no, I'm super happy being much smaller. I just can't wait to go shopping for some new clothes. I've been ODing with the clothes. I've been ODing with the clothes. 12.5 milligram was too much. So I went back down. Okay, so you went back down to the 10. Okay, yeah. There titrating up is not even in sight for me. We are officially titrating down. No void for me. I do miss eating like shit sometimes, but I'm glad I can't eat anymore. I never really I just eat less shitty, right? Like I wouldn't say my diet. Okay, I think by definition of my diet being less bad, it's better. But it's not great. It's just less like it's less terrible. Like my diet was terrible before. It's gradually over time become less terrible. And that is one thing I am grateful for. I have officially reached the point where I'm starting to undo some of the like understandings that I have about diet culture. And that's been a tough battle for me. Like it's been a tough battle unlearning some of the things that I've always done to lose weight. So I'm just now getting to the point where I'm willing to say it's just food. It's not that fucking serious. It's just fucking food. Like it's not that serious. Like I don't have to be pressed about a cookie. I don't have to be pressed about eating out. Like relax. You don't have to eat chicken tenders 3 times a week. Calm down. It's not that serious. Like you don't like know what your weaknesses are, know what your triggers are. Be honest about what your triggers are. If you know exposing yourself to something is a slippery slope, be careful how often you expose yourself to that particular food. Like, for example, y'all, I had a fat girl moment being snowed in. Was it last weekend when we were snowed in? Last weekend we were snowed in. Y'all, I was so fat. Oh my God. Because I was snowed in with Tommy. Yeah, I get around Tommy and I start eating snacks and shit. So I reintroduced some gluten-free Oreos, bust those down. I had a couple other things, but in particular, he had some gummy bears. Now, when we used to live together, oh my God, gummy bears was like our thing. I'm a chewy candy kind of girl. I love chewy candy, but I stopped eating all candy except chocolate, right? because it's just too much of a trigger. So of course I'm snowed in with him. He busts out the gummy bears, and I was like, I want some. I was like, it's been easily 6 months, 7 months since I've had, gummy bears. I was like, I want some. Yes. And when I had that first effing bite of gummy yumminess, I'm not gonna lie, it was the first time I truly, like, I eat sweets, but I kind of mindlessly eat them. Like they're good, they're okay, but it's never like blissful. it's never that. It's just like, yeah, this donut's good, this cookie's good, whatever. I haven't had a chewy piece of candy in like half a year. When I ate those gummy bears, I literally was like out loud, oh my God, these are so good. I was like, oh my God, I forgot how good these are. Like, oh my God, it was such a treat. It was such a treat. But then I had a choice to make. I had a decision to make. Now, the reason why I don't indulge is because it's a slippery slope for me. Like, one handful turns into 2, turns into a bag, turns into 1 bag a day for the next 8 months. Okay. So oh God, it was everything. It was so good. So I had a choice to make. He offered me some more, and I said no. And I didn't want to say no. I did not want to say no, but he offered me some more because it was a shareable bag. I said, no, I'm good. I was not good. I wanted more gummy bears. I wasn't good. I wanted more. Okay. I wanted more, but I said no. And I just went back to watching my show. Oh, scratch my face again. Oh, okay, whatever. So I said no, and I went back to watching my show, and he finished off the bag, and I was like, I made it. I was like, whoo, I made it. And the gummy bears didn't ruin my life. But man, that was tough. I said no to a second handful of gummy deliciousness. Oh God, it was amazing. People definitely treat me differently. Strangers are much nicer to me for some reason. I think I'm starting to get used to it. I'm just full all the time, like all the time. Dude, I ate horribly during the storm. Now, those sentences don't go together, Craig. How you full all the time, but you ate horribly during the storm? Tell us more. I haven't felt a difference in treatment from people, but what's weird is that I got more attention from flirting from men before I lost weight. Maybe it depends on the type of men. Maybe they like bigger women. I don't know. I didn't realize until after losing weight that I was often embarrassed to go out because of my weight gain. I skipped a lot of functions because I didn't want to buy something new to fit my heavier body. Absolutely. I 100% went through that. Like we can have a whole stream on that. I did not take pictures until it was time for me to lose weight. Then I had to take before pictures, but I did not want to be in pictures. I did not want to buy new clothes. So I just didn't go out. I just hid inside and gained more weight. All I could fit was leggings. I even sized out of my sweatpants. I was sizing out of my leggings. So it just got to the point where like I was down to leggings and pajamas, and I worked from home. I didn't go out. I skipped the whole summer. I stayed inside a whole entire summer. I didn't go out. There came a point where I ultimately did have to buy clothes for my bigger body because when I went to a wedding, and the second thing was I went on vacation right after that. So I had to buy clothes for my bigger body, and I hated it. Like, I don't care what nobody says, okay? I don't care what nobody says. Okay, I'm still too antisocial for this, Sydney. Now I go to every function I'm invited to. I'm working on it, okay? my social like currency is not that high yet. But okay, so there were like, I don't care what anybody says. I had this experience where there came a time where nothing looked good, at least in my mind. Like I've lost some weight, so things fit really, really well. Then I gained a little weight, but things still fit, maybe a little snug. Maybe I'm getting a bit of I'm getting that muffin top, but I can still pull off certain outfits. Then there's nothing fits, right? Like then there's like, okay, the existing clothes that I have doesn't fit. And when that happens, and then you have to shop for bigger clothes, there's a point where just nothing looks good. Like, and maybe I'm being dramatic or facetious about this, but it's just like when I was at 240 pounds, to me, in my mind, nothing looked good on my body. Okay. Nothing looked good. Nothing looked good. Did you hear me? And even when something remotely looked good, I had to dig for it. Like, I had to dig through, plus sizes to really, really find something that I would enjoy wearing. Bathing suits were out of there. Swimsuits gone. Couldn't find anything. Ugly. Like, they were all ugly. They were all things I didn't want to wear. It was a rough time. It was a rough time. That was my wardrobe too. Leggings, sweatpants, and t-shirts. Yeah, because they're stretchy, right? Like, so you can get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they're just gonna, they still gonna fit. It's them jeans. Them jeans will get you. Them jeans, when my jeans will start splitting at the seams, like, this is guys, clavicle check. This is the first year that I have not been in a pair of jeans that started splitting at the seams. Am I the only ones with the split seam jeans? Like, whenever I would gain a lot of weight, my jeans, one way I would tell is because my jeans would start to split at the seam on the inner thigh. You know how many jeans like just would start ripping on me? They would just start to rip. Yeah. 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 So this is the first year, and I'm still rocking the same size 12 jeans. I don't even know if that 10 would fit now. Because the 12 is starting to get a little loose. But yeah, yeah, my jeans would start to split. So this is the first year that I haven't had to have that problem. And I still wear leggings and sweatpants and stuff like that, but I don't know. Just there's the point. Like, I guess that's what frustrates me about the girls that are just like, I love my big belly. Come get my big belly. And I don't want to take anybody's confidence away from them, but I'm just like, there is a certain point where certain shit just don't look good no more. And maybe that's wrong of me to say. I will, if you guys tell me that is wrong of me to say, then I will take that. But like, I don't know. Let me speak for me. There was just a point where shit, like, there is a point of feeling unattractive. And it's 10 times worse if you're in a relationship, right? Because then you start to feel like you're like, the fact that you let yourself go is not just impacting you, it's impacting someone else. Yes, they love you. They're probably never going to say a word, like, or maybe they really don't care that much. Who knows? But and you care, and it starts to cause insecurities and all of these. It's lose the weight. Just lose it. Just lose the weight. Like, I don't know if the men that gain weight in relationships go through this. I don't know. But women, listen, if you ever let yourself go while you was married or dating or anything, man. Oh man. There comes a point where you just feel straight up unattractive. You just like, ugh, like, I don't want to go nowhere. Don't put me in no pictures, nothing. So I went through that, and it was a rough patch. I went through like about a year-long rough patch at my highest weight. And then I think my last trip, I ordered my compound tirzepatide on my way to Vegas. Let me share my screen again. I ordered my compound tirzepatide on my way traveling on my last trip at my highest weight. And yeah, I had to take pictures. I've showed y'all. We're not gonna. I was in denial about my weight gain. I went down the rabbit hole of Ozempic, and of course, naturally, that led me down a rabbit hole of Mounjaro. I'm not gonna lie. I very quickly decided that this is a thing. This is happening. Like, I chose a telehealth company. I did my research. I figured out what other people were doing. This was me
I just hate the way the picture is.
At the wedding. By the way, this is the same friend that I went to visit recently. So that was me at the wedding at my highest weight. And where is the picture from when I went to Vegas? I will not be like, no matter how much weight I lose, I won't be satisfied in life until I go back to Vegas and recreate this picture. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Where is it? It says I took another trip. I took another trip. I took another trip. Oh, maybe it's not in here. Pretty sure. See, like this picture here. Why? Okay, why? Probably because it's on the screen for such a short time.
This would have to be the moment that I felt the absolute most confident. I wore a bikini for the very first time.
This picture here. This was at about 210 pounds. But remember that body contouring that I was telling y'all about, getting the fat injection shots? Remember I told y'all whenever I was getting ready to go on a trip, I would do the body contouring to make sure things were kind of sitting the way they were supposed to be sitting. Even if I didn't lose any weight, I would lose inches and it would, kind of shape me out. That's what I was doing here. My stomach looks smooth as hell, but this is not a filtered picture. This is not filtered at all. This is from the skin tightening that I was doing at that time. So that's why my stomach looks really, really smooth in that picture. But I'm looking for a different picture. I'm actually looking for the thumbnail picture. It has to be, it was after the wedding. Hold on. Where?
Injection, my starting weight was at 238. So, nope. Actually look into it. I didn't think it was for me. But when I looked into semaglutide, it goes more comfortably. Now,
maybe I didn't put it. Maybe I didn't put it in this video.
I was interested in liposuction. I did not get it, but
okay, never mind. I thought I put it in this video, but it was just a thumbnail. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry. I remember buying a formal dress. Hold on. Light is like in my eyes. It's time for me to get some new glasses, y'all. Has anybody else had like a prescription change in their glasses since losing weight? Because I think my prescription is too strong now. I remember buying a formal dress for my nephew's wedding and it was a size 14. It was too small, but I swore I would lose weight and be able to fit it. Didn't lose it, so I couldn't wear the dress. Aw. How did you do body contouring? What is that? Let me see if I can find a video on it real quick. Because I plan on getting back to it, but I actually want to learn how to do it myself. Let's see. Let's see. I wish I had a channel. Let's see if this lady talks about it. So this is the skin tightening. Let's see if she does a good job explaining it. Hold on.
Hi everyone, it's Dr. Ellen here at Reflections. I'm a cosmetic physician, and today we're talking about Thermage. So people have a lot of questions when they want to have something tightening done. What is the best device and what devices exist to do this? So Thermage is one of a few different options that you can use depending on the area. Each device can be used in different ways or preferred over a different one. So Thermage actually can be used basically anywhere on your body
Nope, I don't know what she's talking about. Hold on. I see people doing it on their face. Hold on. Microneedling. No. Maybe not before and after. Hold on. Sorry. No. What the hell? Okay. Radio frequency. I don't know why I can't find a video properly explaining it. But the body contouring is kind of a catch-all term, right? It really means nothing. But the procedure that I was doing was, one of them was radio frequency skin tightening, where heat and red light therapy is used to boost collagen production in the skin. So I would do that, and you can find that at like med spas, or some people start up their own little businesses doing it. And anything that's certification, you know, like you get a certification for, but it's not quote unquote FDA approved, then you kind of got to be careful with, because you can't guarantee somebody's training. Um, but so that's the radio frequency. And then there's another one called ultrasonic cavitation, where they'll use like sound waves to burst the fat under the skin, which hence the term contouring, because it's very zone specific, like it's very targeted to certain areas. So let's say you were at your ideal weight, but you had a bit of a like love handle bulge, or like a little bit of a like a little fupa bulge, right? They could target that specific area and essentially flatten it out over a few sessions. So you may not see the number on the scale change, you may or may not, but you'll definitely see the shape or the inches actually change. Um, the other one is, there's different types of like red light therapy. There's using suction to do like lymphatic drainage as well, which also helps to provide a certain shape that you're looking for. So yeah, I've heard of people using cavitation machines recently. Is that the same thing? Yes, but cavitation can be dangerous because no, okay, cavitation is safe if you know what you're doing. The thing about cavitation is, right, when you're bursting the fat cells, it has to go somewhere, right? And you can end up impacting certain organs if you don't wait enough time in between sessions, right? So you can end up like overworking your liver, you can end up overworking your kidneys. These are things that process toxins out, out of the body. So when you do a cavitation session, you have to wait, I think, like 3 to 4 days before you can do another session. So that's not something that you can do every day. Maximum, I think, like twice a week. Radio frequency, I think maximum like twice a week. The thing about it is it's not heavily regulated. So yes, can you buy a machine and do it yourself? Yes. Do I recommend that? Not necessarily. No. I'm just gonna go ahead and say no, unless you have somebody teach you properly, right? So if you can find a technician or something that, or a class, somewhere that where they know what they're doing, and then they can teach you how to do it properly, then sure. Because there's certain certain things that a person would need to know. I would definitely not recommend spending your money on a machine and then trying to figure it out on your own. Like, no. But like I said, I used to pay like $500 a month for about 2 to 3 months straight. Like I would, like, let's say my birthday's in March, I would start in January. Maybe I should just find the pictures for y'all real quick. If I would start like 2 to 3 months before my trip, and I would be able to get several inches off before actually taking my trip. Whew. Y'all are not ready. See, these are not edited. Ugh. Y'all gonna make me put the stream on members only because this is not edited. When I say edited, like I didn't block out like my butt. Hold on, let me see. I gotta always block out my butt. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. This is not life. Hold on. Not now. Hold on. I gotta switch phones. This is not life. Hold on. Let me see if I have some pictures that are already put together. 2025, 2024. Where the fuck? Wow. Where the hell are all my pictures? Hold on. They must be in the cloud. Okay, I don't have let me try one more thing. I don't think I have them on hand. No, I don't have them on hand. They must be in the cloud. Okay, so I don't have them. Sorry, guys. Okay, never mind. I have some before and after photos that are like sick. Maybe I sent them to her on Instagram. Hold on, let me try one more thing. Let me look to see if I sent them to the lady that was doing it for me. Let's see. I doubt it. Nope. Okay. I'll find them. I'll dig them up and I'll show it to you. I'll show you guys. I'm surprised that I don't have those pictures. That's a little weird. That's a little weird, but I guess they're in the cloud somewhere. But anyway, yes. So I used to for like 2 to 3 years, I would, you know, be a little sloppy with my weight. And then I would start fasting and doing low carb to actually, you know, lose some weight, but I would use the body contouring for like the surface level stuff, right? To make me look less pudgy, right? Still overweight, obviously, but you know, it would definitely you know, help me smooth certain areas out. I'd go from what I would explain as like looking like a, like, for lack of better words, it would make me go from looking like a sloppy fat to like a neat fat. You ever see, you, to be honest with you, you know how the girls be looking when they have like lipo but they big? It kind of would get me in that realm. You know what I mean? Like, you're heavy, but you kind of got a flat stomach. Something like that. Okay. So that's what I used to do. I haven't done it in a while because I haven't needed to. And I kind of felt like there was no point unless I was like close to my goal weight. Like, look how, I'm just gonna show you this. Look how flat my stomach was. You can tell I'm still overweight, but look how flat my stomach was at like 200 and something pounds. Yes, I'm promoting bad behavior. Why not? And I won't say bad behavior, but like cheat codes. It's kind of like cheating. A little bit. It's a little bit like cheating. A little bit. It's a little bit of a cheat. Yeah. Yeah. It's a little bit of a cheat. Let's see. Yeah. I wish I could show y'all a before and after, but I don't have it. All right. So anyway, I'm looking into getting back into some of that, but not for weight loss. But like I said, at least the skin tightening portion, so I can try to achieve that kind of like smooth, even skin situation going on that y'all can see in the you know, from the bikini pictures or whatever. If I can get, because I'm starting to get a bit of loose. It's not obvious, but my skin is starting to crepe or like wrinkle around my abdomen, around like under my arms, and like it's not necessarily just starting to like sag, but it's starting to like crepe and wrinkle, and like I'm on the verge of being able to like pinch it. So I don't like that. I don't like the look. So hopefully a little bit of skin tightening will work on that. But if you have you know, it won't undo a significant amount of skin, loose skin, you know, like surgical levels, but just enough to like boost your confidence a little bit. Okay. So that's pretty much it. It is going on 1 a.m. here. So I'm going to shut my mouth and stop talking now because we have to come back tomorrow. I don't have time. Let me see what time is it going to snow. Because my trainer, he's going to be like, girl, if you don't want to go to the gym, just say that. Like, if you don't want to work out, just say that. It's going to start snowing. Yeah, it's over for me. It's going to be snowing by 8 a.m. The gym ain't going to open until Sunday. So I'm doomed. I guess I got to work out at home. So thank y'all for rocking out with me. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time for our public stream, and then we will be live for members only. We're gonna come right back for members only at 9:30 p.m. and we will talk about obviously anhedonia and what my plan is to deal with that. All right. So thank you to Craig for falling out of the clouds. Thank you, Sydney, for being here. Jen, Antisocial Jen, Kim, Journey of Life. Thank you to all of you that showed up. Sway was here, Nicole, and all of you that fell asleep on me. Okay. I'm sorry I came so late, but I'm here. I'm gonna go get a life. I love you all. Please like the stream on y'all way out, right? Please like the stream. Please like the stream. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night. Bye.